Rygbi byw sy'n cael yn sylw nawr ar S4C hefyd am asolbebeth Saesneg ar gael ar y botwm coch. English language commentary is available for the Super Rygbi Cymru match between Cardiff and Newport. Sky Plus, Freeview or Virgin Media viewers, please press the red button. If you have a TiVo box or Sky Q box, please access settings and use the audio selection option. Any problems, please contact our viewers hotline. Draw ni felly at Griw y Clwb Rygbi.
Helo a chroeso i Barc yr Arfe yma yn y brifddinas ar gyfer ein gêm fyw ola ar S4C cyn y Nadolig a ni'n disgwyl dipyn o frwydr rhwng dau hen elyn.
Dau o dinasoedd mwyaf Cymru.
Dau o glybiau mwyaf hanesyddol y wlad. Heblaw am 13 milltir. Be sydd rhwng ni reili?
Cross o miw mas, troi tirio yn ochr gamu, yn gyro'r dyn ola am Lloyd Lewis am groesi.
Caerdydd yn erbyn, Casnewydd.
Caerdydd yn erbyn Casnewydd yn Super Rygbi Cymru, y gic gynta am gwarter i 5. Croes ato ni, felly na welwn ni ewyllus da ar y cae heddi mewn darfu gystadleuol, ond mae'n ddigon gyfeillgar yma ar yr yslys. Theo Cyfango a Ken Owens yn cadw cwmni i fi am y nith yn bryw allan ar y cae gyda Mike yn ei law a gewn ni'r diweddara o Nathan yn y man, os yw ddim yn chwerthu i ffwrdd. Wrth gwrs, os mae'n wyntog tu hwnt yma yng Nghaerdydd. Ond Ken, syth at newyddion mawr yr wythnos, gair oddi wrtho ti am y ffaith Bo Warren Gatland yn aros fel prif hyfforddwr Cymru ar gyfer y chwe gwlad. Nigel Walker yn gadael. Be nes ti o'r pennawd?
Wel, diddorol. Mae sôn bod Nigel Walker ddim wedi cael ei ymddiswyddo wedi cerdded fel petai, ond o leia mae penderfyniad wedi cael ei wneud nawr, mae review wedi cael ei wneud, penderfyniad. Mae sefydlogrwydd da ni yn mynd mewn i'r chwe gwlad a gallu canolbwyntio ar y rygbi a datblygu tîm a perfformiadau yn lle siarad am y gwleidyddiaeth am unwaith.
Digon o sôn am y gwleidyddiaeth. Felly, ni'n mynd i sôn am y rygbi Theo Cyfango ac am y gyngrair. Ni'n gwybod mai bwriad Super Rygbi Cymru yw i datblygu'r genhedlaeth nesaf. Ti wedi chwarae dros Gaerdydd a mae wedi gwneud lles i ti.
Wel, chwaraewr ifanc, dyna be chi eisiau gwneud. Trwy datblygu, lle bod yn chwarae, mae jyst yn marfyd ddim yn gwneud popeth. So, mae lot o boys yn dod trwy'r system. Yr academies, a dyna beth gall gweld nes i chwarae Cardiff S4C, mae lot o pobl at i wneud, a dyna beth ydych chi'n datblygu lot trwy'r chwarae, a mae'r llawn boys am y profiad, so jyst i dysgu o nhw hefyd. A
dau dîm heddi, Ken, gyda breuddwydion o godi'r llws?
Sicr, mae'n agos reit ar ben y pencampwriaeth fyny. Nes i gweld Casnewydd yn chwarae beth llawn yn ddyfru, tîm da, tîm llawn profiad gyda chwaraewyr ifanc, ond Gaerdydd yn ennill heddi yn mynd ar y brig a fi'n siŵr bod nhw'n edrych mlaen at cipio'r pencampwriaeth tymor yma.
Wel, os mae dyma yw eich tro cynta yn gwylio Super Rygbi Cymru a gyngrair newydd eleni, dyma'n union sut mae'n gweithio.
Dyma popeth da chi angen gwybod am Super Rygbi Cymru. Mae 10 tîm yn chwarae 18 gêm gyngrair yr un. 9 cartref, 9 oddi cartref, a does dim dyrchafiad na diraddiad. Bydd rowndiau terfynol ar ddiwedd y tymor, gyda'r 6 uchaf yn mynd sydd fewn i'r 8 olaf. Ond bydd rhaid i'r 4 isaf chwarae yn y gemau ail gyfle i ennill eu lle nhw yn y gemau gog-inderfynol. Gall y tîm sy'n gorffen yn y degfed safle godi'r tlws. Da ni dros hanner ffordd drwy'r tymor arferol. Dechreuodd y tymor ym mis Medi, a mae gemau i ddod dros y Nadolig cyn i'r tymor orffen yn mis Mai, gyda rownd derfynol ar y 19fed. Cofiwch hefyd fydd cystadleuaeth y gwpan dros y 6 gwlad. Dyna ni, gobeithio bod hynny'n helpu chi.
Wel, roedd na 4 gêm arall ddoi yn cynnwys buddigoliaeth i Bont y Pŵl dros Lynebwy. Y cais yma yn dod i Pat Lewis ar ôl gwaith da Morgan Lloyd a Scott Matthews. A Scott arall, Scott Williams hefyd yn chwarae i Pŵl y ddoi. Dyma'r tabl i chi buddigoliaeth heddiw am i fydd Caerdydd yn codi i'r brig Casnewydd yn eistedd yn bedwerydd ar y funud, ond gyda o leia un gêm mewn llaw. A cofiwch bod tîmau yn cael pwynt bonus ychwanegol am ennill gyda mantes o 15 pwynt neu mwy. Felly digon i chwarae amdano yn Super Rygbi Cymru. Ond nôl at gêm heddiw nawr, a mae'n eithaf brew allan ar y cae. Mae fe'n dod â newyddion tîm Casnewydd i chi.
Diolch Lauren, roi wylio i Casnewydd heddi. Mae George Young wedi chwarae i'r dreigiau tymor yma. Mae fe nôl yn yr ail reng. Cyn gapten Cymru dan ugain Harry Ackerman yn dechrau yn y canol. Braf i weld e nôl ar y ca ar ôl ei anaf cas. Brawd mas o'r Cymru Iowan Lloyd, cyn chwarae o'r fristau Jack Lloyd sy'n faswr, llwythi o talent gyda fe. A ewn ni draw nad i cael gair gloi gyda Tyrone Morris. Ty, na dod y clawen.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Ty, we've seen you start 3 different 10s this season, and we're poised to see a young 10 start today. What can we expect to see from Jack Lloyd?
I think we're very fortunate at Newport. We've got Carwyn who stepped in and done a great job early part of the season. Obviously Matt O'Brien with his commitment with the Dragons, and then we've got young Jack Lloyd who we really do see for the future for us at 10. So he's very unfortunate that he had his appendix out in the Swansea game, which he played 12, I believe, in our game. So we're looking forward to him now getting a good run of games, if I'm honest. From last season, he's a very attack-minded 10, but the great thing about Jack is his kicking game kicks really well off both feet. So that's going to be needed today in these conditions.
Yeah, and how important is today's win for momentum going into the second half of the season?
Yeah, it's a derby game. It's always important to win down here. We got them back-to-back, but you know, we're 6 points or 5 points behind them, so there's a potential of us going up into second place, you know, that alone. And then, as you said, getting momentum and playing them at home is key. But first and foremost, it's Newport Cardiff at Cardiff, and that's a big game, so we want to win.
Pob lwc, thanks a lot.
Thank you. Cheers.
Ie, sawl un wedi wneud y 2 ffer o Gasnewydd i barc yr arfer i gefnogi'r tîm pnaw yma. Wnaethon nhw sôn am Harry Ackerman, y canolol, wel, llawn potensial. Mae wedi cael sawl anaf, ond pan mae fe'n ffit, mae'n andros o dalent, Ken.
Na, mae yn. Oedd dau Flanagan yn siarad yn uchel iawn o fe pan bod e'n hyfforddi yn y dreigau. Cyn capten, tîm dan ugain Cymru. Mae'n gallu dadlwytho'r bel, mae'n gryf, mae'n slabyn o foi, paswr dda iawn. Ond mae'n arweinydd hefyd, chwaraewr ifanc iawn. Ond ni'n gweld y ffordd mae'n arwain y tîm pan mae'n cael cyfred ar dreigau, a hefyd Casnewydd amddiffynol yn gryf fan i gweld ni. A mae'n jyst neis i gweld y chwaraewr fel hyn yn cael cyfle, dod nôl o anodd, a gobeithio geith e cyfle gyda dreigau ar rhywben y tymor yma a cico ymlaen yn ei gyrfa. Ie,
wedi chwarae. Dechrau 5 gwaith iddyn nhw'n barod. Braf gweld yn ôl yn ffit. Lloyd Lewis, gwyneb cyfarwydd i ni, di sgorio 17 o geisiau llynedd, ond mae'n gallu gwneud mwy na sgorio ceisiau, Theo.
Wel, ie, fel ysgallw, mae ganddo popeth cheisio. Mae'n peryglus ar y bel ac off y bel hefyd, ond pan mae'n gweld y gagle, mae'n jyst yn ymosod, mae'n gryf, mae ganddo hand-off a step hefyd, so mae definitely un i gwylio heno, a mae wastad yn drwy dros y llinell.
Ie, neb wedi curo mwy am ddiffynwyr dros Gasnewydd na Lloyd. Ond reit, at y tîm cartre nawr te, tîm Cardydd, mas o'r Cymru dan ugain Harry Wild yn dechrau yn y crys rhif 10, un i gadw llygad arno gyda'r 6 glad rwm dy gornel. Lucas de la Rua, 16 ymddangosiad dros Cymru dan ugain iddo fe yn wyneb cyfarwydd i'r rhanbarth. Mae fe yn flaen ysgallwr heddiw. A Josh Thomas, cyn chwaraewr Newcastle Falcons, yn dechrau fel cefnwr, a mae'r brif hyfforddwr Dan Fish yn ymuno â ni nawr. I think there's only one place to start. The wind doesn't get much stronger. Does much change pre-match when the conditions are like this, Dan?
You know, obviously we're going to be playing into the wind this first half, you know, so it's important that our discipline is spot on. As you can see down here, you know, the wind is real bad, so you know, we know you put a good team, so as long as we don't give them any more piggy banks than they already need, you know, our discipline in our first 40 minutes is going to be key.
Obviously, you know, Newport have got a dangerous back line and a lot of key boys like Jack Lloyd. What's the messages in the week for this game?
Well, you know, just we don't want to be individual. You know, we need to defend as a team. You know, if we start trying to get individual and start trying to fix things on our own, you know, then players can't hurt us. So, you know, it's all about just staying connected as a team. You know, and just putting pressure back on them, because their bigger strength could also turn into a weakness for them.
Harry Wild stepping in at 10. Are you excited to see him play?
Well, you know, Harry's been tremendous this year, to be fair to him. You know, a young boy, obviously carrying the team on his back, and you know, I think he's grown massively the last couple of weeks. You You know, yeah, the boys who played for Wales in the 20s last week, coming back this week, you know, it's been a massive boost for us. And, you know, Harry is, hopefully, this is a stepping stone for him to be a future professional rugby player.
Dan, thank you very much for your time. I'm sure we'll get a word with you post-match, but go well and make the most of your advantage when you get it. Diolch yn fawr.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Lovely. Diolch. There we are. You can hand your mic on the way back. Oh, mae gyd yn mynd mlaen fan hyn. Don't trip me up. Right, ni di sôn lot am chwaraewyr ifanc, ond mae'r hen ben profiadol, captain Caerdydd, Craig Hood, yr un mor bwysig.
Na, mae'n chwad, ar y lefel mae fe'n dan o dyblygu chwaraewyr a rhoi cyfleuon i nhw. Ond mae angen chwaraewyr profiadol, ni'n gweld Craig Hood gyda nifer mwy o troi'r bel drosto, a cael chwaraewyr yna sy'n dod yn gyswllt gallu hybu a dod â'r chwaraewyr ifanc trwyddo a cadw'r tîm at ei gilydd. Maen nhw'n bwysig iawn i'r gyngred ar i'r tîm.
Right, wel, mae'r gic gyntaf yn prysur agosáu. Dau dîm sydd wedi ffeindio rhythm yn barod eleni. Caerdydd yn erbyn Casnewydd i ddod yn fyw i chi ar ôl yr egwl fer yma. Aroswch gyda ni. Croeso nôl I barc yr arfer Caerdydd yn erbyn Casnewydd. Mae'r tarw yn arw yma yn y brif ddinas, ond ni'n disgwyl gêm gyffroes. Y ddau tîm yma, dim ond i colli 2 gêm yr un eleni. Mae'r amser nawr wedi dod i ymuno'n tîmau sylwebu. English language commentary is available with Sean Holly and Theo Cabango. Yn y Gymraeg, Ken Owens sy'n cadw cwmni i Griff McKee.
Welcome to a very blustery Cardiff Arms Park, the capital for this East Wales derby. Cardiff against Newport, second against fourth. And as you might have seen in the build-up, a very windy, blustery and bitterly cold, festive evening. But that won't deter these players from giving their all as they challenge the top of Super Rygbi Cymru. Cardiff make 5 changes to the team that lost to Ebbw Vale last time out. A defeat that cost them top spot in Super Rygbi Cymru. Academy starlet Lucas De La Rua comes into the pack. 4 changes in the back line with Ysgol Glantar product. Harry Wild starting at 10. And other academy players. Cody Stone on the wing. Former Wales under 18 Elijah Evans starting at 13. For Newport, well, they have a game in hand on Cardiff and won their last 3 games, albeit at home. They show 9 changes to the team that beat Swansea. 6 of those are in the back line, with only Harry Ackerman surviving to start today. A late change sees centre David Richards replaced by the experienced John Morris. Captain Ben Rokes swaps back to number 8 with Scott Davis, Ollie Drake and Dragons academy lock George Young coming into the starting 15. Experienced referee Ben Whitehouse is the man in the middle with the whistle. And hardened friends of Cardiff Rugby, Owen Lane, of course, the Cardiff player, as we get underway in this derby match. Super Rugby Cymru, second against fourth. And Theo Cabango, Cardiff winger, joins me from the sideline. Theo, give everybody listening and watching an idea of how bad this wind is down there.
Well, let's just say my afro was waving in the wind.
Well, it's going to be difficult conditions in the air as Scott Davis gets an early touch. But it's Lucas De La Rua, watch out for him. Young starlet from the academy. Back to the short side in the wind here. We'll see a lot of that. Joe Goodchild switches from full back to wing. This one, bit of trouble here for him. Right on the back foot as Newport in the ascendancy early on in defence. Cardiff are playing into, well, you could probably see our cameras just moving. Playing into a real storm. 2. Lots of kicking to do for both scrum halves. Ethan Lloyd, but it's gone in field. Danger here for Cardiff, and here's the danger man, the gas man. Lloyd Lewis tries to go on the outside, puts it back inside. Morris can't control it, and just as you said pre-match, Theo, the gas, the pace of Lloyd Lewis shows early on.
Yeah, like you can see, and also the best thing about him, how strong he is as well. I think for Cardiff now, they've got to try and win these kicks, they've got to go off, because to give this man the ball in the space he has, like me, he's beating 2 defenders, and that's such more space as well.
Yeah, took it on the outside. Good fend here on Elijah Evans, who went a little high on him, but Morris couldn't take it off the floor. Always remember coaching, Theo, that if you had a win like this, you choose to play into it first half, hopefully weather the storm, if you excuse the pun. You as a winger?
Yeah, I think you always got to go into the win the first half. You know, it's a tough first half if you can dig in, get it done, and second half then get in the front foot and put the pressure on them.
As long as the wind stays for the second half, isn't it?
That's the point, yeah.
Well, you're talking in the wind. Have a little look at this. It's 6 degrees. It feels colder, I can tell you, but it's 44-mile-an-hour winds. Well, I'm no Derek the weatherman, but that's pretty blustering, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the fullback's going to have a tough time today, especially these high balls.
Santa's reindeers are going to have some trouble if it's windy in the next couple of days. Free kick at the first scrum. Ben Whitehouse not happy, and Cardiff will be happy to get some sort of territory from this. Inside the 22, of course, so can go straight into touch. It's a decent kick right up the sideline. Look at the wind on the assistant referee. Just have a little look at this there. That's Ben Connor, son of former Ospreys and Dragons outside half Sean Connor.
That's the middle.
And Owen Lane is finding it funny behind. It's not funny on the field. So here we go, first line out to Newport, disruption in there, and away comes Ben Roach, Aled Ward.
Stop.
Kick against the grain from Harry Wilde, and Lloyd Lewis has to go back as he got too much on it. It's going end over end. Oh, it just jumps up for Lewis. He has to run it out rugby league style and does well, gets into midfield, needs some support quickly. Big tackle coming in from Ethan Phillips, former RFC man.
Stop, Newport,
Back
stop.
it goes to Jack Lloyd, and doesn't get a lot of distance under pressure. So just have a little look at this hit coming in.
Yeah, I think that's a great kick from Cardiff, put the pressure on, especially this wind, and make Newport run. And then here, big hit, and fair play to Lucas. I think it's Lucas Delarue there. Yeah, he's done well there to sit Lloyd Lou down.
Come on, boys, in.
Lucas Delarue, high hopes for the young back rower. Just joins into the line out late, and that's a clean ball. Maul just outside the 22. And some vantage being played by Ben Whitehouse. So Cardiff have a free play here. Ethan Lloyd waits. Jason Harris lets it go. Goes behind to Harry Wilde, a crossfield kick. Keenly contested. Oh, just knocked on, I think. So close there, Joe Goodchild, but there was advantage, and they are 50-50, Theo. You would know as a winger, but that's potentially a Cardiff chance.
Well, that's yeah, the switch was there, and it's a great option. Like you said, it's a 50-50, and then they're a bit unlucky there, but yeah, put a good shot early, and it keeps Newport thinking about the next time as well.
Was the player, but he was thrown across, contact with the jumper down.
Thrown across the line out, says Ben Whitehouse, and the kick goes maybe 8 or 10 metres out. Probably expect Harry Wilde to do a little better there. Okay, so here we go.
It's coming on the left.
Hooker, Alan Rees, ex-Bedwas, of course, has gone to get the ball himself. And that wind seems to be swirling around a bit. Not an easy one for Hookers today, but a complex line out. Not sure that went exactly as Cardiff wanted, and indeed it caused them a little bit of a obstruction. Just looked a little bit confused, that line out, Theo, that they didn't quite get what they wanted.
Yeah, I know the wind doesn't help, but I think maybe mixed comms or something, but that's definitely not going to help Cardiff now, because Newport can apply the pressure back with the wind as well. That's a great kick.
Interesting that penalty was a kickable penalty, albeit into the wind. Cardiff deciding to go for the corner. They just want to maximise the points this first half, do they?
Well, yeah, I think especially going into the wind, you want to try and get the most points on the board, and I think to go with them all, I think it could be a good option there.
Boyd puts a spiral bomb in. That's going to be tricky, that is. Beautifully taken.
You've got to go back.
And to the air goes
good.
Thomas. Follows up the kick. Good follow-up and tackle. Good present back there, though. And now here comes David Buckland. He's not in position. He's on the floor. So Lloyd plays scrum half. And Buckland back on his feet with a white headband, the scrum half. Ex-Ponty man, 24 now. Goes to the air. Goes high. Well taken there by Ollie Andrew. Actually with his Dragons. Sorry, Cody Stone, academy player.
Use it. Dug it out.
Several academy players been used by Cardiff today. Cody Stone, one of those. Colliger Cummoith product on the left wing, and that hasn't got into touch. So here's Wilde again. Chisels it down the channel, and that's going to be returned with a bit of interest. Stone are well positioned. Doesn't look to run. Looks to find some space and does so. Kicks up for Lloyd. Picks his head up and decides, do you know what? We'll end that kick tennis with a decent kick. Jack Lloyd, good prospect. We heard a lot of talk about him pre-match. Ty Morris, high hopes. His brother, Johan Lloyd, good game last night.
Yeah, he's very similar to his brother, to be fair. I've got to give credit to him. I think pretty sure he can kick off both feet as well, so he's a dual threat. And yeah, he's definitely one to watch tonight.
Clean ball, one in the line out by Alan Ward, the number 8, into midfield. Go Cardiff, round the corner is Hooker, Alan Rees, but Ben Whitehouse says that's gone forward. Just a bit overzealous. Got too flat on his scrum half there, Theo.
Yeah, I think Cardiff want to watch out here now, because to give the ball away in their half as well. I think Newport have a good opportunity here. Scrum middle field with the wind, backfield.
There's no contest and they're there or thereabouts, we're going to play through. Huh? Oh, maybe not yours, but it was. Oh, yeah,
Ben White does just explaining to the front rows what he wants. And as Theo says, brilliant attacking position here. Lots of threats. Jack Lloyd, of course, at 10. Lloyd Lewis, we know all about. And the one to watch pre-match, Harry Ackerman wearing 12, big centre. Which way will they go? Buckland waits. They go right. It's Lloyd. Oh, it's just collected by Jason Harris, who hacks it right up the middle of the field. Back has to go Johan Davis. Former Cardiff player, of course, and he gets there in good time. Puts a decent kick in, but it hasn't found touch now.
Hold on, yeah.
Chance here. Here's Josh Thomas. Counters back against the green. Ball in one hand, little offload.
Play on.
Alan Rees was falling, says Ben Whitehouse. Here they come again. There's Nathan Hudd. Brothers Hudd playing today. And there's the other one, Craig. Wearing the hat, wearing 4. Out the back, Harry Wild gets it again. A little show from Ethan Phillips. And Cardiff not really going anywhere in this middle third at the moment. Slow ball. Indeed, it's been stolen. And now Newport can come on the attack. Disorganised defence momentarily. Little show. Quick ball will be interesting here. Buckland waits. Lloyd into position. Has options here. There's Ackerman with that almost now trademark show and go. And over the top comes Nathan Head. And no movement on the floor from Mark Thomas. And Cardiff did well to get away with that. That was a threatening turnover position, Theo.
Yeah, and I think that High Ackerman is very good. You know, he's a big boy, he can carry, but he also has the threat of the pass as well. So I think Cardiff really got to watch out for him. But yeah, I think so far Newport being the better team. They're moving the ball well, and they're getting opportunities in the rucks. They're keeping the ball well, and the speed of the ball's been pretty good. So I think now they can apply the pressure on Cardiff.
Still no score. Into the 11th minute, as we see the turnover. John Morris, experienced player now. Late change, David Richards out. Ackerman again, little show inside. Well marshalled by Hudd. Back against the grain they go. Jack Lloyd, lovely pass. In comes Johan Davis, the fullback. A good tackle in the end. Newport recycle quite quickly. Kyle Taylor wears 7 for Newport. Lloyd goes left. Cardiff defence intact at the moment. Zigzagging, Buckland carries himself. And it's Tom Harper, the tight there, who tackles the scrum half. And all of these rucks been keenly contested, and Cardiff now stolen that. Harry Wild thinks about the kick, but then a little jinking run. Plenty of black and amber shirts there.
2 goes, okay?
Ethan Lloyd slows it down. Wants to get out of Dodge City. Thinks about the box kick. Goes as long as he can into this strong wind at the Cardiff Arms Park. Another chance for Johan Davis to Lloyd Lewis. Loves a little outside break, but he's well marshalled this time and ripped. And now here's a chance. Nathan Hudd wearing 7. Reese the hooker. Mark Thomas has to play scrum half. De La Rua, the academy player. Good tackle coming in from Ollie Drake. Wild takes it to the line. Oh, nice half break coming in. Cardiff looking a little bit more threatening now in attack. Ethan Lloyd. Tom Harper, the tight head. Not sure he really wanted it there. No momentum. They sneaked down the short side, lovely hands. Nearly got it back inside the Craig Head, the captain. He's been knocked on by a Newport hand.
First one went 30, but his armour went backwards. Then he knocked on.
Just a little stop here, Theo. And that's probably Cardiff's best passage of play in this first half.
Yeah, they actually look quite threatening. And I think definitely one of their key messages in the week is, I think, the short side. So I think Newport being a bit lazy, not scanning, and then Cardiff taking advantage of it. So I think now it's just if they can keep hold of the ball.
Do you just explain the philosophy of going to the short side, playing in such a strong wind? Is it because it negates longer passes, perhaps?
Well, yeah, you can cut out cutting people, and then with the strong winds as well, obviously the backfield's going to watch the space as well. And I think the forwards can sometimes overfold. So just catch from the short side, keep the ball in hand, keep speed and tempo up as well.
In terms of your positioning as a winger, winds like this, you know, you have to judge your depth, where you need to be in the backfield. Work very much in a pendulum with your other winger and fullback as a back three, yeah?
Yeah, it's tough, yeah, especially the condition, like you said. You got to hold your feet, but also you got to look out for these chips as well. So it's a tough call, but I think to me, I'd like to see Cardiff compete for the ball a bit more, because giving these long balls, these wingers, especially like Lloyd Liu, so dangerous to give them time on ball. So I think to compete would be good. Now we know how good Child can be, and Stone. So I think, yeah, to put the ball in the air and compete could be a bit better option.
Good messages from Cardiff winger, who I'm hoping we're going to see back in the URC very, very soon. We'll pick up with Theo on that shortly, but for now, our stoppage is over and it's game on. Scrum, attacking ball right on the right-hand side there in the 5-metre channel for Cardiff. So they have the whole width here. Cody Stone, the winger, is right on the near touchline.
Set.
Ethan Lloyd puts it in, solid scrum, has a little look himself. Here comes Jason Harris, the former Cardiff Blues winger, played for Edinburgh too. On the hoof comes the captain, Had De La Rua. Ackerman couldn't get all of him. Hooker Wade Langley tries to jackal that ball. It's there for Lloyd. Now then, here's number 8, Aled Ward, ex-Hartbury College man, and that could be a turnover for Newport. Let it go, says the referee. Here comes the other head, Nathan, wearing 7. Good continuity. Reese gets a little offload from Mark Thomas.
Leave. No clear release.
De La Rua, not a lot of space there, and no advantage, says Ben Whitehouse. Long pass, Wild takes it to the line. This is good Newport defence.
We're just going to go back. So we're going to take the 13, do you say? 13 offside. 13.
There's an offside, Theo, and it's such a good defensive set from Newport. They'd be really disappointed to just give a silly offside penalty.
Yeah, like start a positive Cardiff, great love from Jason Harris. And now there you can see Newport just driving Cardiff back. So I think I think Cardiff just be smart and just take the points.
Yeah, indeed, the kicking tee has been sent on by Dan Fish. That tells you, a little bit of territory, probably the lion's share of possession and territory, Cardiff, and they want something to show for it against this wind. So Harry Wild, let's go Glantab, Wales under 20s, Carpet Vardra boy. Pretty straightforward kick for the outside half, and the flags go up. And that's perhaps, shall we say, Theo, just about what Cardiff deserve.
Yeah, Newport started off pretty strong. Cardiff they have been in the fight, but I think a couple of errors have been holding them back. But now to get points on the board, to get a bit of momentum, especially this win, like we said, I think it'd be important for Cardiff to try and keep the scoreboard low on Newport's side. But we'll see now.
15 minutes gone. Difficult one for Goodchild to take, but he does. Had a captain's carry just outside the 22, so that might be taken back. Indeed, he has to keep it on field. Now then, here come Newport again. Plenty of numbers back there. This is the captain, Ben Roach, in his second season as Newport captain. Little run around play, Johan Davis. Arm goes out for a high tackle. Cardiff holding firm. De La Rua with a second bite, but no advantage.
High. It's a seatbelt tackle with neck contact.
There you go. Description from Ben Whitehouse. And it was Ethan Lloyd, actually. Seatbelt tackle. First real chance for Newport now, Theo, but is this a high tackle?
Yeah, I think unfortunately, you can see what he's trying to do, get on the chest, but I think with the fullback there coming a bit low. I think he just slips up. It's a bit unlucky, but like Fishy was saying before the game, need to keep the discipline low here, and now Newport the upper hand.
Just inside the 22 for hooker Wade Langley.
Back. Really back.
Not the sort of fluid attack that they want Newport, but they have some good possession. Just outside 22, young George Young, Dragons Academy prospect, wearing 4, Buckland. Now then, here they come. Scott Davis, the blind side. Good continuity now. Experienced Morris. Buckland to hooker Langley. Cardiff just holding firm. Plenty of solid tackles going in. Kyle Taylor. Buckland beavering away. Jack Lloyd, no way through for the young outside half. That's still the 22. This started just inside the 22. Double tackles going in. There's Hudd again, the captain, leading by example. Back to the short side. Lloyd jinking feet just like his brother. Lovely play from the young outside half. Newport building here. Hooker Langley. No way through for him. He's well marshalled by Ethan Phillips. Newport piling some pressure on here. George Young was falling. And Ackerman now just holds it up enough for Morris and follows in for the clear out. Quick ball again. Lloyd, long pass. Nearly intercepted there. And Ollie Andrew keeps hold of it, recycles it well. Langley involved a lot. Big tackle coming in from Craig Hudd. Straight off his line. Ackerman. He gives it to Tom Workman, the loose head. And that's still the 22-metre line. Lloyd now tries a little thing, gets it back, and gets it inside to his captain, Ben Rhodes, who goes over for the first try. Well, multiple phases coming in from Newport. And in the end, there was a little bit of luck as Jack Lloyd tried to dribble it through. It kicked back up into his arms. And who was on the inside? None other than skipper Ben Roach. It's Newport with the first try.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. I didn't think Newport were getting anywhere, but they were building up the phases, and I think Cardiff were just going to sleep. And I think, again, we see Jack Lloyd with his amazing feet, like his brother, creating options and just putting Ben Roach away. And then good to see Jack get the points as well. But yeah, I'd love to see more from him as well, though. Great step, sees opportunity, good handoff again. And it's great pressure from Newport. Just keep going, keep building the phases. Great little grubber, good hands, and Ben Roach to finish it in.
Well, I'm not sure he's quite what Jack Lloyd really wanted to see. A little dribble through, but just came straight back up off the floor. But he had the wherewithal to gather it and give it to Roach inside. Good support play from the skipper.
Yeah, I don't know if he meant it, but he definitely be claiming that.
So Newport then. And here's the conversion, very straightforward one for Lloyd. And so Newport take the lead, and that's misjudged by Buckland as well in the end. The scuttle back for Cardiff will take that from the restart. And they go straight back up to the 22. And I'm not sure, Theo, if I'm looking at Ben Connor's flag there now, you could just see it, that maybe the wind has changed a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what Dave Buckland was looking at, but maybe the wind just caught the ball or something. But yeah, bit of a lucky mistake there, and Cardiff out the upper hand.
Well, if it has changed, then that's going to complicate things.
Stop, mate.
Oh, the charge on actually came off the back of Tom Harper, I think. Stone does well to gather it, can't get away though from Kyle Taylor. Ethan Lloyd continues to keep coming back to the short side. And that might change if the wind changes, don't know. Carry there from Ethan Phillips. Hudd with the show, Aled Ward with the carry. De La Rua, all the back rowers stepping up here. But the Jackler's on his feet here. It was the tackler that couldn't roll away. But Mike just doesn't like that, Theo.
Really messy there because he fell the wrong way.
Yeah, there's been a few calls now. I think they just need to smarten up. Newport have little comms with each other and try and at least show the effort they're trying to move.
So maybe the wind hasn't changed that much, Theo, because they've turned down the shot, and Harry Wild's kick didn't go that far. So it might be that the wind is swirling out there. Trying to judge it. Yeah, you're looking at Ben Connor's flag now. And here now you'll see it's loose set. Tom Workman won, and hooker Langley. And refs don't like that. They want you to roll to the touchlines as quick as you can. Here's Alan Rees over the top. Easy pickings for Langley, the hooker, who's at the tail for Newport.
Use it.
And now Newport have the luxury of that lead now with that try. You'll see Buckland just gaining control of the game a little bit. Lloyd Lewis under that one. Has that gone back? Yes, says Ben Whitehouse, but well collected by Nathan Hudd. Lloyd now goes to De La Rua. Good carry from the young blind side. And Lloyd goes to the air again.
Good access,
Cody
14.
Stone's under this one. But so is David Buckland. Counter-rucking coming in from Cardiff. They go off their feet, they've got to be careful. This time Jack Lloyd plays 9 because Buckland's on the floor. Kyle Taylor. Scrum half's back on his feet.
Use it.
And we'll go to the air again, I think.
Yeah, it's out, lads. Yeah, it's out.
Buckland. Was he outside the 22? Yes, he was. So they'll go all the way back, and Newport definitely have the wind again now, Theo.
Yeah, I don't know if David thought they were in or out, but yeah, I think he just listened to what the ref says there, because it's like an easy little mistake to give away. But yeah, he definitely was out. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know if that's the wind picking up again.
So Cardiff battering away into this wind. That's a good contest in the air. Well clean and a decent maul form. Forwards working hard up front. Tom Harper, the inch into the 22, and through goes Alan Rees. How did he get through there? What a tackle from Buckland. It's still there for Cardiff. Now then, can they score here? Phillips. Second row has a little dart. A little pick and go coming up. Just short, says Ben Whitehouse. The forwards piled in, but they couldn't get it, and the arm goes up. He's given the try, Ben Whitehouse. I think it might be Mark Thomas. The loose head, experienced prop forward. Well, Alan Rees came out of nowhere from that maul. It was well constructed. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, popped up prop Mark Thomas.
Yeah, it was an unbelievable little break from Alan. He was not quite sure how he got through, like you said, but to be fair to Buckland, he got back and he saved a little tackle. But again, yeah, Cardiff to keep on top, piling in. Yeah, but look now, yeah, he just slips through, sees the gap, and fair play to Buckland, reacts quick. But then Cardiff just stay on top of them. Pile the boys on, you can see Mark Thomas then takes the ball here, just right over the line, I think.
It was a barnstorming 1 foot run. You can see he's digging for it. Former Worcester, former Ospreys. And he's just picked it up and popped it down. Ben Whitehouse well positioned. Harry Wild. Oh, hits the post, the young outside half. But Cardiff do reclaim the lead. It's 8 points to 7. Mark Thomas. Re-signed Cardiff from Pontypool. Decent crowd in, well, what is, I can assure you, chilly conditions here at Cardiff Arms Park. We've got a game in our hands. 1 try apiece, 8-7, Cardiff lead. Big clearance from Josh Thomas. That's a good kick, left-footed. Let's go down and talk to Nathan Brew.
Diolch, Griff. Ie, fi gyda hyn gyfeillion fi, Gareth Wyatt. Dechreuodd digon cystadleuol.
Ydy, ti'n ennill y tos yn mynd gyda'r gwynt, ond i bod yn deg i hanner i Caerdydd ar hyn o bryd, maen nhw'n cico ac yn mae'r chwarae mynd yn dda i nhw a roi'n ni dan lot o pwysau, angen i ni bod lot mwy cywir gyda'r bêl. Ni wedi profi pryd ni gallu cael mewn i 22 Caerdydd, ni wedi dod i ffwrdd gyda pwyntiau, ond angen mwy o tiriogaeth i cael cyfle i wneud ni.
O'n i'n clywed Tyrone fyna yn galw mas am y tîm, o'n i'n rhai o'r boes bach fwy ddewr. Beth oedd e'n sôn amdano?
ni'n gwybod bod e'n gwyntog, ond eto, ti'n sgiliau dda, dyn ni just symud y bel i'r edges, a os mae ddim ymlaen i chwarae wedyn, cico fel fyna, yn lle mynd o'r bocs trwy'r amser.
A pa mor rwystredig oedd e i ildio'r cais yn ar y diwedd?
Ie, siomedig iawn, ni sgorio, ddim delio gyda'r kick-off, mae Cardiff jyst i sgorio, maen nhw wedi delio gyda'r kick-off, a roi ni dan pwysau, so jyst angen i bod lot mwy cywir, yn enwedig yn hanner ein hynna.
A ti'n hapus gyda'r scrum ar y foment, digon cadarn?
Ydy, ti'n ardal, ni'n gwybod bod ni'n weddol cryf, a hefyd gyda'r llinell. Mae Cardiff yn cryf yna, ond pethau mynd yn dda, jyst angen mynd trwy mwy cymalau, a falle tynnu'r bel mas o cefn a bwrw trwy canol o fyna.
Diolch ag i.
Diolch.
Gareth Wyatt there. Interesting, Theo. Gareth Wyatt saying that they still want to get to the edges, they still want to play, and they'll have good enough skill levels to get into that wider area. Talking of that, here comes Josh Thomas, the break, searing breakthrough, he's got numbers on the outside, the pass was a bit hard, Cody Stone kept in field, but oh, what a break, and that's when you feel, Theo, that's gone begging.
Yeah, fair play to Josh, he's done brilliant. I think Jack Lloyd put an absolutely horrible little spiral bomb up, but yeah, he deals with it well and makes a good little break. But I think that pass was just a bit too hard. But yeah, it's a great start from Josh, and he's been an excellent player. He's done well to come back from injury, like you see here. Massive spiral bomb. Tough take, especially the conditions, the wind as well. Nice little step. I think Harry gets caught behind one of the Cardiff players. And then Josh there, I think, as you see now, tries to square up, and that pass is just a bit too hard.
Crouch.
Yeah, maybe too many options for Josh Thomas.
Bind.
Maybe that pass wasn't quite meant for Harry Wilde. Scrum now to Newport, and Cardiff just getting on top. Jack Lloyd, a lot of space out there. Oh, if that had been taken by Ollie Andrew, that would have been interesting. But good spot from Jack Lloyd, and all of a sudden opportunities creeping into the game.
Yeah, again, that man again, Jack, seized opportunity for Ollie in the corner. I think he just got a bit lucky. I think the ball just got a bit behind him. But again, yeah, great option. That was a great vision from Jack. I think it was a spot-on kick as well. I think Ollie, if he just slow down a tad before the ball comes, I think it would have been on the money.
More tries to come in this game. Jack Lloyd, brother of Johan, and that's just got ahead of him, Ollie Andrew. Maybe the wind held it a little bit, but it'd be interesting had he caught that. He'd probably had a clean run in front of him.
Yeah, I think class of wing. I think he got a bit excited, saw the space and saw the ball.
So 8-7, just heard from Gareth Wyatt of Newport, saying how disappointed they didn't deal with the kick-off. Just that change of wind, and then the maul, Alan Rees bursting through to get Cardiff strike, sneaks them into the lead. We're coming up to the half-hour mark.
Bit of control through the bind set, lads, okay? Mark's here.
Just a little bit of trouble in the scrums. It's been a pretty even contest. The odd free kick here and there. And players doing well in very difficult conditions. Decent crowd at Cardiff Arms Park. Super Rygbi Cymru here on S4C.
Crouch. Bind.
There's the Newport coaching staff.
Set.
Ty Morris to his right. Gareth Wyatt, Kerry Jones, James Dixon. And Cardiff just getting on top, but illegally tight head. Tom Harper just going across into Wade Langley, the hooker channel. Well, Cardiff scrum, Theo, just getting on top, but illegally in that example.
Yeah, again, I think, like Dan Fish said, I think they just need to keep on the top of the discipline, because now Newport again just in Cardiff's half and can apply pressure and get some points on the board. But yeah, I think for Cardiff, just try and stay disciplined, try and stay in that scrum, because they want to try and keep the points down for Newport pretty low. Because second half, then they'll have the wind.
Now then, here come Newport on the attack. They're normally pretty creative of set piece. This is a one way and then back the other. Disappointing in the end. Just a little chip through. Nothing came of that. Joe Goodchild thought about going quick. Which coach do you think would be the happy at the moment, Theo? Cardiff coaches or Ty Morris?
Right now, I think Cardiff could be pretty pleased, but I think so far, I think it should be Newport. I think they've had most of the possession and most of the territory, and I think they look the most threatening, but Cardiff are starting to creep back into the game a bit.
All to play for as Ethan Lloyd goes to the air. Good take from Ollie Andrew. And through he goes. He's burst clear. Has he got the gas to get around Harry? Well, he does. What a finish from Ollie Andrew. Well, he just had a chance from a crossfield kick from Jack Lloyd. And he didn't take that one. But my goodness, what a piece of skill and what a finish from Ollie Andrew. Made his debut for the Dragons against Glasgow last year. Academy product. Theo Cabango, you're a winger yourself. You'd be happy with that one.
Yeah, I'd be buzzing with that. I remember watching for 20s. He's a really good, strong, and he's got the speed to finish it every try. Like you say, it's a great take to start with. Works in the tackle, breaks there, step, takes the outside of Harry, and then there with the finish.
A great finish from Ollie Andrew. Ironically, I think it was his opposite number, Joe Goodchild, who let him slip from the high ball. And what a finish from the winger.
Yeah, it was just great in the tackle, just the work rate to keep going, bursting through, and it just creates an option for himself.
Can Jack Lloyd add the extra 2 from the 15-metre channel? Strikes it well and turns quickly, which suggests he's happy with that, and indeed, it's the second try for Newport, second converted try. And just watch Goodchild here, 14, just didn't quite have him, went for the ball, and Andrew slipped out, and still had a bit to do, Theo.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was a great take to start with, and I think Goodchild just needs, I think he's trying to go for the ball, but I think if it just takes him down there, put pressure in the tackle then. But Ollie Andrews, the work rate to get through, that's unbelievable, the winger. I think they'd be really happy with that.
Yeah, Newport coaches know will be really happy. A 6-point lead. Can they deal with a restart this time? Well, they put the experienced man, Morris, there. He does well. Can they construct some sort of exit now? There's Scott Davis with a big carry.
Stop, 9.
This time, Lloyd. Oh, he gets a bit of luck with the bounce, but Wilde does well. Judges it really well. Alan Ward, the number 8, will carry it right up to the 10-metre line. Gets a bit more. Head. Wilde back in the pocket. Crossfield bomb. Lloyd Lewis under this, and Buckland, they look at each other. Well, they were uncertain, and a follow-up hack. If this gets into Harris's hand, he could be away. There's the big 12 through, half a tackle from Jack Lloyd. But he gets up because he's not held. Now then, Cardiff, can they respond quickly? Here's Captain Hood. The dummy from the second row offloads it in contact. This time it's
tackle release.
Tom Harper, the tight head. It's slowed down a little bit by Newport, but it's still there in the 22 for Cardiff. Wild. Little show on the inside. Thomas out to Goodchild, the winger, right on the touchline out there. Coming up to 5 minutes to go to half-time. Big hit coming in there. Heard again, heavily involved, the skipper. Good carry that time. Lloyd, there comes the other head, but Lloyd shows and goes. Gets a few more yards. De La Rua takes it up to the 5-metre line. Cardiff really urgent now. The pick and go from Reese. Head is there, both heads are there. And the backs are on their feet again. Wild. Little out the back to Harris, who started all of this with a little break from the kick. Can they get back on terms here? Head the carry over the 5-metre line. Just a few yards short now.
No, he's not.
Another pick and go. Well, we saw how effective Mark Thomas was last time with his try. He's there now. Leaves it this time for Alan Ward. Inch him forward. Reese the hooker. Needs a latch, and they now have an advantage, Cardiff, to go to the backs to play while the long ball over. And Goodchild is there to get his try. Ollie Andrew is the guy who marshalled him over. Goodchild just let Andrew slip through for a try, but he's now got 1 minute later of his own in the right-hand corner. Cardiff back in it, Theo.
Yeah, like we said, I think they're doing much better with their kicking game. They're over for the skirt and a crossfield bomb, looking to compete, and then again, there's 50-50s. You see Jason Harris then take the ball up, apply the pressure in the 22, and then we see Harry Wild with his amazing ability, his long passes, puts Goodchild away in the corner.
I don't need that chicken wing. I just need to see a bit of daylight, and I think he's just
a long pass from Harry Wild was a good one.
For me, maybe.
And Goodchild just held his width patiently. to get his try.
Oh, what, sorry? Time? 5.5. 5:30. Yep.
So, Harry Wild to take Cardiff into the lead. Oh, he's hit the other upright. Can you believe it? Hits one post and then the other. So 1 point in it. Cardiff get their second try. Let's go down to Nathan Brew on the touchline there. This is a bit of a ding-dong affair, Nathan.
It is indeed, yeah, and I'm sat amongst obviously both sets of players and coaches, and it's interesting just to see the level of frustration on both sides, really. I think that both teams are obviously applying themselves accordingly, but there are one or two mistakes that are really letting them down, and then the opposition are taking advantage and capitalising on those mistakes, as we've seen. And in fairness, when you've got two very strong attacking teams, you can ill afford to make these small little mistakes, and the aerial battles for me are where this game's going to be won this evening.
Yeah, we heard Gareth Wyatt say they still wanted to play to the edges, Nathan. Now, obviously the kicking game and catching is very difficult. Is the wind strong enough to affect long passing? We saw a great pass from Harry Wild there.
Yes, no, it is. It's kind of swirling in and out, if I'm honest. It's 1 second it's quite calm, and the next is quite forceful, the wind. But I think the kicking and the aerial game is probably the most difficult to contend with, rather than the long passes.
No. So you've made a tackle.
Thank you, Nathan.
Clearly high.
More
Mitigation
from Nathan Brew, our touchline reporter.
The yellow card.
And
You've caught him straight on the chin,
we've
jaw
got
area.
a yellow card for a high tackle. Tom Harper.
Huh? It's yellow, you're falling.
And that was on scrum half, David Buckland, Theo, yeah?
Yeah, I think that's a bit of luck there from Harper. I think he comes in high. I mean, Buckland, he's not the biggest bloke, but you can see here, makes a little break. I think he really wants to try and stop him, but yeah, it's just a bit reckless. I think he's a bit lucky, to be honest, with the yellow. So, yeah, definitely this is a bit he got to cool down. But yeah, great little break from Buckland. Sees the opportunity. And then Harper just comes in a bit reckless.
He is lucky, I think. Just the fact that he was on his way down.
No, that's a running clock.
From the tackle
of 3 minutes to go now.
Mark Thomas, but on another day, yellow could have been a red. Now this will give us an idea of the wind strength, Theo. They've chosen shot. Maybe that's something to do with the clock, although there's plenty of time on the clock to go for the corner, particularly with a prop forward down.
Yeah, to be honest, I would have thought they'd gone corner because it is a tough kick, especially with the conditions. But I mean, if he backs himself and gets this, then it is more points to the board, I guess. But yeah, I would have thought they'd go corner, to be honest, because the momentum has been pretty good for Newport.
Well, he's given it some thump, and that cleared the bar easily. What a kick from Jack Lloyd. A little bit of assistance from the wind, has to be said, but beautifully struck from the young outside half. And now that takes Newport a little bit more clear just for half-time with a yellow card for that man's team. It's now 17-13. Well, they don't look too happy, but I think they will be. Lewis Lloyd, and that one, sorry, Lloyd Lewis.
No, go back. Six.
Just caught it, and support got to him in time. Just has to be said, as Head was competing for that. Cardiff desperate to try and get back on the board with the time that's left here.
Hughes, 6 out.
Buckland seems to be okay after his high shot from Harper, who's in the bin. Ward, good carry for the number 8. Over the halfway line.
Yeah, it was out.
Lloyd to Phillips. Blue scrum cap.
Was there, not effective.
Just dealt with.
You're too long.
Too long, says
Lots
Ben Whitehouse.
Anyway, too.
No, then.
You've
Too far
over,
out, Theo.
Too long.
For a shot.
Yeah, I think, well, he's been a bit lucky off the tee for Harry, but yeah, I think corner's the best option. Put in the corner, try and apply pressure, see what the driver more saying.
It's caught.
Oh, what a catch back there by Owen Davis.
Everyone's on, wingers on.
Now then, this might be the chance for Cardiff. less than a minute to half-time. Wild. The spin out by Thomas. There's Phillips, gone backwards off him. Alan Rees scrambles it.
Yeah, a bit unlucky with that kick in the corner. He really needed that to go up. But again, great take from Johan in the backfield.
Very good. It's a knock-on off yellow in the tackle. No, last play. Sorry? Yeah. My fault, lads. 7. Number again, Stu. 7. Just for the yellow card. What was the question? Sorry.
Well,
If you got a question,
bit of front row shenanigans here
for me, it was a tackle.
with the sin binning of Tom Harper.
Whatever happens, it should have been
So
Cardiff.
on comes Joe Cowell, and off goes 7. Nathan Hood for the scrum.
Last play, lads.
I just hear Ben Whitehouse say last play, so last chance, last roll of the dice for Cardiff to try
crouch,
get back on terms or in
Fine.
front. Clock's in the red.
Set.
Newport with the shove, and it's a big shove, but Cardiff get the penalty. That's a bonus time. No, then that'll change the mindset, Theo.
Yeah, I think that's a great penalty for Cardiff. I think corner here, and it tried to go in for this first half. I think be really big for them. They come out second half then with the wind, bit of momentum as well.
Well, touch judge runs all the way back outside the 22, but it is an attacking line-out. Yeah, one player down. Tom Harper, the tight head in the bin. Nathan Hood's gone off the 7, so we've got lifters, one less jumper. In comes Phillips and Hood. They move around, they swap positions. Goes towards the back, just gets a tap on it. De La Rua does well. Harris, what can he do? We've seen one little break from the big man. It's there for Lloyd. They go back over that far side wall. The number 8, jinking feet. Can't do much with it. Well marshalled by his opposite number, and Captain Ben Rhodes. Counter ruck from Newport comes in. It's all a bit scrappy there. But Cardiff do have it. Good child, the last try scorer.
No, leave it, 7.
Defence holding firm, a man up, of course. The short side head. Good ball present for Lloyd. Now then, Thomas, what was he doing there? He's had a little score from about a yard. He's still got a long way to go here. Cowell ships it to Wild. There's no space. Good child gets a few extra yards. Plenty of phases, but not going very well with 2 minutes or so overtime here. Reese the hooker, a double tackle, one high, one low. Hood, the work rate on the skipper has been amazing in this first half. And Lloyd has a little look himself. Wild now, little show and go from the 10. That extra man in defence is just paying off at the moment. Here's Elijah Evans. Haven't seen much of the young outside centre, and it's ripped by Jack Lloyd. Now then, he's got nobody in front of him. Has he got the gas? There's Ewan Davis back to Lloyd. The throw inside the Morris. But fair play to Ben Whitehouse, was right up with play and called it a forward pass. Well, a cheeky half from Jack Lloyd. It's been brilliant in the first half. And what a half we've had in difficult conditions. 2 tries apiece. It's all to play for in the second half. 4 points in it. Newport leads 17-13. We'll see you after the break.
Croeso nôl I barc yr arfe ble mae'r ymwelwyr Casnewydd ar y blaen. 13 I 17 yw'r sgôr ar yr hanner. Ond cyn I ni ddadansoddi, roedd 4 gêm yn Super Rygbi Cymru y ddoe. 2 buddigoliaeth yn olynol I Abertawe nawr. 4 cais iddyn nhw yn cynnwys yr un yma gan Corey Lewis Hughes. Wnaethon nhw ennill gyda mantes o 15 pwynt sy'n golygu 2 pwynt bonus yn y gyngrair. Buddigoliaeth gyntaf I Rygbi Gogledd Cymru oedd I cartre tymor yma. Cais yma I Dan Owen yn helpu nhw I fuddigoliaeth dros Pen y Bont, 7 cais I 9. Llanymddyfri ath a hi yn ddarbu Cwm Tawi, Ed Sgrag yn helpu'r porthmen I fuddigoliaeth. Wel, crasfa mewn gwirionedd dros Cwins Carfyrddin ar fanc yr Eglwys. A chi'n nabod rhywun fan hyn? Wel, canolwr Cymru Scott Williams yn chwarae dros Pontypool ddoe. Ein gic yn rhoi Pat Lewis drosod I ddod a rhediad glynebwy o 7 fuddigoliaeth yn olynol I ben. Dyma sut mae pethau'n sefyll ar hyn o bryd, ond cofiwch bydde buddigoliaeth I Gaerdydd yn mynd â nhw I frig y tabl ar ôl I lynebwy colli penwythnos diwetha. Casnewydd yn bedwerydd ond gyda gêm mewn llaw sy'n rhoi nhw mewn sefyllfa cryf yn y tabl. Ie, Gwynt dal I fod yn hyrddio fan hyn ar barc yr arfe. Felly Theo Cyfango, falle stori'r hanner, neu cwestiwn yr hanner, ydy Casnewydd wedi gwneud y mwyaf o'r mantes gan ystyried nhw yw'r tîm sy'n ar Gwynt tu ôl I cefner hyn o bryd?
Wel, mae'n i'w chwan yn dda. Fi'n credu Jack Lloyd yw'r un dda yn y gêm so far. Ond ie, dwi'n credu just discipline cadw nhw lawr tipyn bach, yn dal cael Cardiff mewn y gêm. Ond ie, dwi'n credu yw'r chwarae'n llefydd gywydd. Jack roed couple of crossfields a bombs yn yr awydd a neud sialens I Cardiff I amddiffyn erbyn. Ond dwi'n credu, ie, so far, mae'n yn dda.
Wel, yn sôn am Jack Lloyd, Ken, fe nath ddacloi yr amddiffyn Caerdydd ar gyfer y cais cyntaf. Oedd Caerdydd wedi bod yn amddiffynol yn gadarn cyn y pwynt yma.
Na, nhw wedi. Bach o look gyda'r cic, oedd yn edrych ar opsiwn arall, ond yn gynharach wedi ffug basio a cael y cais ni gan Ben Roach. A ni Mark Thomas y dechreuam ni, cadw pwysau ar Gaerdydd, ar Casnewydd yn ni Mark Thomas yn cymryd y cyfle.
A be am y cais yma? Falle moment y gêm Ollie Andrews yn croesi am y trydydd cais?
Ie, chwarae teg, ie. Nes I gweld ddim yn chwarae yn Cymru yn 20s. Ond chwarae teg, ie, tic na. A wedyn, yn credu be'n I hoffi am hyn, y gwaith yn y tackle. Swm y switch o bant, mae'n chwarae teg, mae'n keep going drive, a step yn y corner, a wedyn gas I gorffen hefyd. Ie, chwarae teg, mae'n chwarae yn dda. Wel, a Lloyd Liw hefyd, mae'n doi ysgallu chwarae yn dda.
Ie, wiriodd Ollie Andrews i'r dreigiaeth yn swetha yn erbyn Newcastle, ond Joe Goodchild yn mynd ar cais olau, wneud un, wel, 4 pwynt sydd ynddi, dim lot yn gwahanu'r ddau dîm ar hyn o bryd.
Na, ti'n bod, oedd yn arwen lan, oedd Harry White roi cic really dda mewn, Jason Harris yn pigo'r bel lan, ond un peth mae Caerdydd wedi wneud, maen nhw wedi reoli'r tir yn really dda, cadw'r pwysau arno, yn unwaith gyda nhw'r kick-off, mae'n rhoi cyfle I Harry Wild I symud y bel a lledu I Joe Goodchild.
Diolch am y tŵr. Reit, Caerdydd heb golli fan hyn mewn 8 gêm. Maen nhw'n ddigiro yma eleni sy'n record syfrdanol. Ond mi fydd Casnewydd yn dawel hyderus. Nhw sy'n ar mantes ar yr egwyl. Dewch nôl ato ni wedi'r toriad byr. Croes yn ôl i Barker arfe, 13-17 yw sgôr ar yr egol. Mae digon i'ch dilanu chi ar S4C dros gyfnod dolyg, felly sim eisiau symud o'ch soffa. Caernarfon yn erbyn Seintiau Newydd, ym hanner 2 ar ddiwrnod San Steffan. 2 gêm ddarbi wedyn, y Dreigiau yn erbyn Cardiff a'r Scarlets yn erbyn y Dreigiau. Mi fydd Super Rygbi Cymru yn dychwelyd ar yr 8fed ar hugen o ragfyr Rygbi Gogledd Cymru yn erbyn Pen y Bont, a wedyn Pontypool yn erbyn Cwins Carfyrddin yn y flwyddyn newydd. Ond nôl â ni nawr at gêm heno, a mae Nathan Brew yn cael cwmni.
Diolch, Lauren. Fi'n cadw cwmni gyda Kerry Jones, y fforddwr blaenwyr Casnewydd. Kerry, very spirited end to the first half there. What was the message at half-time?
Just managing the win, really. We think we can sort of take them a bit more at set piece. Hopefully we can get our drive going, maybe win some penalties and be able to move ourselves up the field a bit more. But yeah, managing the swirling wind, I think it's going to be the challenge for this half.
Great stuff. Diolch yn fawr. Thanks, Greg.
Mae'n amser i ni ymuno yn tîm sylwebu. English language commentary is available with Sean Holly and Theo Cabango, Griff McKee a Ken Owens sydd gyda chi yn y Gymraeg.
Second half underway with Harry Wild. You heard Kerry Jones talk about the swirling wind, and both teams found it difficult in the first half. We had 4 tries though, 2 tries apiece, but it's the visitors with that narrow 4-point lead. And David Buckland, who was very good with his kicking game in the first half, pumps it downfield, and Aled Ward. Numerous carries for the number 8, Marshall that time in his own half, goes back to Wild, thinks about going long, but dinks it to a bit of space. Interesting bounce here. It's been collected by Yohan Davis. Beats one, gets across the 10-metre line. Buckland's there. Counter comes in from Cowell. Replacement prop on.
Sorry, you've come away with it, but I'd always blown.
And even though De La Rua had it, then referee Ben White has already given the penalty.
Good counter up from Blue.
Early chance in the second half to get some territory. Player down, of course, with Tom Harper, the tight head, off for a high tackle on Buckland. And Harry Wild puts a decent kick into the Newport 22. Strong position early on here. What a bonus it would be. Counter ruck comes in from Cowell. And then I think it was Taylor got back to his feet and never rolled away. Here's Alan Rees. Goes to the front. And Cardiff got them all going where Rees burst through in the first half, which led to Mark Thomas's try.
He's won the ball, he's ripped it.
It's gone down now.
Off a boot.
Cardiff still have it. A little bit messy, but it's there for Lloyd. Round the corner is captain Craig Head, who had a brilliant first half in terms of his contribution. There's his second row partner, Phillips. Ward now then, chance to carry in an attacking sense. Done a lot of backfield stuff. So here's the replacement prop, Cowell over the 5-metre line. Lloyd gets it quick. Here's Wild, a little pump of the ball. Good take by fullback Thomas. And what a start to the second half for Cardiff. It's fullback Josh Thomas gets Cardiff's third try and takes them into the lead.
Yeah, again we can see Harry Wild using signature over the top pass, and a great take from Josh, to be fair. I didn't think he'd get that one, but yeah, great hands. Great ball from Harry again. Yeah, you can see this Ethan Lloyd, quick early ball, straight to Harry, over the top, and yeah, again, great take from Josh, to be fair to him. I thought it was going to go straight over, and maybe even the winger take it in, but yeah, good catch.
Just a little pump of the ball from Harry Wild, made Yohan Davis think twice. And over the top they went, the extra man was created, and Josh Thomas having a good game. Formerly an Ospreys player, come down from Newcastle Falcons, Wales under 20 from Ponadillais, and Cardiff are back in the lead. It's been back and forth, the lead in this game. Difficult conversion, but what a kick from Harry Wild. A touchline conversion with the wind, and Cardiff extend their lead. It's 20 points to 17.
Yeah, that wind really has made a difference, I guess. Again, yeah, he squares up like you said. Good ball over the top. Great take from Josh. Cardiff back in it.
Good finish from the fullback, but Ward finds it very difficult. And there's an example. We heard in the first half from Gareth Wyatt that, you know, receiving kickoffs are very, very difficult to deal with. Ward found that difficult. The under pressure kick from Lloyd, and Newport all of a sudden are back on the attack.
Well, yeah, that's your nice high ball. Time under for the players to come in. And probably going to hit or even compete for it.
Dan Fish with Griff Rees. He's a little funny in the front. To go back to the action.
Go back. Push back. Shift it.
Gets them into the 22. Buckland ships it on. Scott Davis. Or was it Ben Rogue? Sorry, the captain. 6 and 8, quite similar. There's Taylor, the other back rower. Newport looking to create. Oh, there's hands in there, surely. Ben Whitehouse. De La Rua, the counter ruck. Is it out? Well, it was Ollie Drake in the end that played it. Johan Davis, little dummy and show through. Ollie Andrews there to clear Buckland quickly to Langley, the hooker. Just short. Held up by Harris. It's there for Buckland though. Look how close Newport are. It's end-to-end stuff, this. The short ball. The line is begging, but Cardiff desperately on that ball. Ben Whitehouse as Newport fans look on.
Held up. Have you got anything else? Short and then held up, so we'll go back for the pen. Lads.
There was advantage being played. Assistant comes in.
No, there's no TMO. Like there's 3 of us. You've gone short for me first, same as AR, and then when I've come round, you held up. We're going to go back for your penalty.
This close to the line,
no, it's here.
Well, clear instruction from Ben Whitehouse. We're having a bit of a bad hair day, Ben, isn't he?
Penalty.
In the wind.
6.
I don't know if that's the wind or the barber, but somebody's checked.
6 taking the 9 out.
Now then, what do you go for here, Theo? It's right in front of the sticks.
Yeah, it is right in front of the 6. You also got to remember, Cardiff are still a man down, so I guess could actually go corner. Yeah, I think it looked like a corner.
Time is off.
Well, it was good cover defence. Was that man heard again?
5 as well. Yeah, buddy. Time was off for the try. They're bringing the subs on. Okay.
Well, Tom Harper's back on while all that's going on.
Back 10.
And they've gone for the corner. Well,
sorry, mate.
Maybe they were thinking with the yellow card, but the yellow card's up now.
Time off for the try.
Yeah, I think it's a bit unfortunate, but yeah, stick with it, back you forwards. Hope we can go over the corner now.
Ethan Phillips has left us, number 5 for Cardiff. Here come Newport. Oh, the little shift drive. It's well sacked by Cardiff at the front. They need to be right within their thoughts there, but Newport still had it. Taylor waits. Support.
Advantage offside.
A latch and
tackle
drive.
Release.
Good tackle, Buckland. There's advantage being played. Ackerman. Little fend from Ackerman. Can he drive all the way over? He's over. What a try from the big centre. Well, we talked about him before the game.
Pillar and
the fend, the strength. And he had a lot to do as close as it was to the line. But a couple of fends and the leg drive saw the big centre over. And then the score, again, changes hands. Theo Cabango.
Yeah, like we see, there's an early catch, quick fend on Jason Harris from Ackerman, and just like you say, the leg drive to get over, and it's a great score. I wasn't sure if it was the best decision to go to the corner, especially with them being back with 15 men. But yeah, like you say, a good sack from Cardiff, Newport staying top, and Ackerman there just to drive over the line.
Well, Ackerman makes it 3 tries apiece, and as difficult as conditions are, well, both sides scoring good tries.
Second advantage before the try.
And Ackerman, that fend on Harris, he's just gone too high on him, and then
the pillar was set offside.
Elijah Evans couldn't haul him down either. That's what the fans think of it. So 24-20 now. 7 minutes into
leave it, boys.
The second half.
Game
on.
Leave it. Leave it.
Newport
Boys.
Seeking a bonus point win that might take them up to
boys, get off each other.
Second. What we got on here? Apologies for any language you might have heard on the referee mic.
Captain. Okay. So the ball's been kicked by Newport. This man's grabbed the... they first of all grabbing each other next to the ruck. This man's taken to the ground, held onto him on the floor, wouldn't let him up, started screaming in his face, so we're going to penalise him here, okay? One, totally unnecessary.
That looks all very friendly to me. And at the end of it all, Ben Whitehouse sensibly gives a penalty, and a little bit of back chat.
No, but you can't go quick.
Yeah, I think Cardiff right now, just the discipline, need to talk to each other. I think that was a bit of a silly penalty. Well, the first one was silly enough, and the second one to give back chat again. It's just easy yards for Newport.
Yeah, it allows Newport to get out of their own half.
Sorry, buddy. Oh, you're another captain.
And that man there, young Jack Lloyd, is enjoying his time. Newport. And that young man's enjoying his time too. Good to see youngsters at Super Rygbi Cymru. Lloyd Ackerman, the try scorer, is met by Hud. He does well to get to ground. Around the corner comes Hooker. Wade Langley.
Please. Leave it, 6, leave it. No release.
Keenly contested game now. Ackerman to Lloyd. Well, the missed pass, it was so close to getting Oleandro out into space.
Off a boot. Let's have a look. Still advantage.
Bit scrappy now, on about the halfway line. Here comes Harper.
I played a bit to see if anything happened. Yeah, but it's a knock-on off goal. Scrum.
And after all that, we'll get a scrum. Jack Lloyd going well, Theo.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good pass, to be fair. I think just a bit unlucky. I think just that catch let him down there. Just getting a bit scrappy, but yeah, fair play to Jack, has been playing well, but just a bit unlucky there with the catch. It was a great option, took it right to the line.
Apologies to Oleandro. That was George Young he was trying to pick up with his pass. But very similar to his brother, as he said, in stature and the way they play. Attacking-minded players, aren't they?
Attacking-minded, great vision and footwork, and it's just like a dual threat.
I didn't see because I was on the other side.
It's all getting a little bit edgy and touchy,
Okay,
Theo. You know, because it is a derby, it's Christmas time.
Come forward into the set, you didn't meet in the middle, so we'll just get it.
Second against fourth. It's a keenly contested game
middle,
as well on the
lads,
scoreboard.
Consistent hits.
Yeah, it always is on derby day, you know. The emotions get the best of people sometimes, and the both teams have only lost 2 games, so I think this is going to be a good winning match game.
Bind. Set.
All Cardiff backline stacked to the right of this scrum. What have they got up their sleeve? Harris, Wild, he misses out to Cody Stone. De La Rua having a decent game, the youngster.
Move 8.
Lloyd back to the short side. Now then, Thomas to Harris. Stone is there now, but they marshalled into touch. Good defence. Well, let's go down to Nathan Brew, who's with a familiar face to me, Griff Rhys.
That's a better hit, I think, there, wasn't it?
Diolch Griff, o un Griff I Griff arall. Griff Rhys, Rhys pennaeth ar Academy yn Cardiff yn Griff, dechreuad arbennig o dda, sgwri'r cais wych na, ond wedig falle bach yn rwystredig I gadael y cas newydd nôl mewn.
Yeah, un arall, ni hyd wneud lot yn anghywir yn y gêm, ond ni'n gweld faint mod dangerous ma cas newydd, Oleandro yn y hanner cynta, ac wrth gwrs Harry Ackerman yn dod nôl a creu problemau i ni.
A beth ych chi'n edrych o beth oedd y neges falle hanner amser i'r boys yn dod allan yn mynd gyda'r gwynt y tro yma?
Ie, fioli yn canol y cae ynglyn â gêm cicio ni a cadw pwysau ar cas newydd. Ond ie, just tynnu lan cwbl o pethau'n amddiffynol hefyd.
Great stuff, diolch yn fawr Griff.
Hang on, boys. Hang on, guys. Let the water go off. All the subs done, Stu. Yeah.
Griff Rhys there.
Time on.
Doing a good job here at Cardiff Rugby.
It's good contest.
To the front there, Ben
Good
Roach.
access.
Meanwhile, Nathan Evans is on for Tom
First
Workman.
stop. Use it.
Langley went one way then the other. Oh, lovely little ball. Oleandro has got gas. He's already scored one great try. He's got support on his outside. It's Shea Foster-Smith into the 22 now. Can they get it away? Buckland ships it out there. Ackerman puts a little grubber through. Was it the right decision? And on we go. It's hacked downfield. Game on. It's all happening here. It's another searing break. And what are we going to see here? Jack Lloyd, well, he doesn't want to kick it, and Ackerman has got space in front of him. He's got the gas man. Now Lloyd Lewis looks inside. Can he offload? Yes, he can. There's Buckland. Great tackle coming in on him by Harry Wild, and they get the penalty in the end. Reese off his feet. Now, what a passage of play there, Theo.
Not cynical for me.
I'm sure they'll blow it now, but that was an unbelievable passage. Great line from Ollie Andrews again. Big man, but he's got the gas as well. I thought it was a good option for Ackerman in the corner, little cover through. There's no one in the backfield with Lloyd Liu on the wing as well. Just a bit unlucky there, but unbelievable little play. Again as well, we can see the feet from Jack Lloyd there. Not having to kick, run it back. Backs his ability. Yeah, we can see good hands from Buckland there. Ollie Andrews back himself again. Good line, good speed. Squares up. Good cover from Cardiff. And you can see the good option, to be fair, because it's a 3-on-2. No one in the backfield with Lloyd Liu coming at that speed. But again, yeah, good D, good exit.
Well, Ackerman got a second touch, and then here he goes. Here's the gas man, and it was a good tackle in the end coming up here. Buckland linked up. But Newport now still in possession after the penalty, and Wade Langley at the back of that, the hooker. Kerry Jones, the forwards coach, said they fancy their chances. Langley breaks off. It's there for Buckland. Round the corner comes Taylor. Takes it. Now in his 9th season at Newport, the 32-year-old. Carried by young George Young, who's very early in his career. It's advantage Newport. And as Theo Cabango said moments ago, it's just the discipline from Cardiff now. 4 points behind. Surely they'll take 3 here, will they?
Yeah, I think it'd be sensible to take 3. Already 4 up. Put it to 7. I think, yeah, got a little comfortable lead then. But I think the second half, Newport have come out firing, and just Cardiff being in, just a bit poor in the discipline. The chat back, then especially in the ruck as well. Just got to listen to the ref and what he says.
And it seems to be all around the little ruck areas, the in from the sides, not rolling away. And there's Ty Morris on the right with the bobble hat, head coach.
Saying they look a bit happier now.
Well, I don't know about that. And there's a bit of experience to come off the bench. The Dragons attack coach, Matt O'Brien. What a guy to have coming on.
Yeah, I remember playing with Cardiff when Dan Fisher's playing with someone like that with so much experience. They make the game seem so easy.
And he comes on for try scorer Harry Ackerman. There's one for the future, that's for sure.
Next to you.
Matt O'Brien coming on. We're having an extra coach on the field.
Blue 7. 7?
Literally, in his role at Dragons Rugby.
Where? Yeah, he's there.
And that's the end of Nathan Hood for today. He trudges off. Doesn't look too happy about it. So Newport opened up a 7-point gap. 3 tries apiece still. And they continue to play fullback. Ewan Davis looked dangerous. Apologies again for any language on the ref mic, but symptomatic of how tight this game is. Both players trying their best to get the win here in this East Wales derby. Buckland having a good game. Cardiff defence just holding up, and there's a gap there. Shea Foster-Smith
it's open play.
has been knocked back by Cardiff, and they've still got it, Newport. They're playing now in their own half, maybe a little bit too much for Gareth Wyatt, and Ty Morris is like injury to Kyle Taylor means the ref will blow up.
He was, for me, the ball was hit backwards by your player, so I played on, and I felt he was getting to his feet as he caught it. He was hit straight into him. That's why I played on. Yeah, look, it's 50-50. I'm sorry, it happened quick. Yeah.
Can you low protection now?
No, he's come through, and your hands are on the ball. The new law you're talking about comes out in January the 1st.
Okay, fair enough.
Interesting dialogue between players and referee there.
It's got a bit of knowledge there.
We're going to have to go, okay? Yeah, but he's gone.
Coming up over Christmas, we got RGC against Bridgend, Super Rygbi Cymru, and also Pontypool against Command Queens. Both of these games are on S4C television. So 4th of January for the Pontypool one, 28th next Saturday for the RGC game. And then we've got the URC Dragons against Cardiff. That's Boxing Day at Rodney Parade. And then Scarlets against Dragons. Both again on S4C. Join us with English commentary on the red button. I'm Sean Holly. I've got Theo Cabango with me today. Bit of an injury to Kyle Taylor. Let's, well, we've got a bit of a break. Why don't we go down and see what Nathan Brew has got for us on the sideline.
Ada fi rapwr adnabyddus, Dom James, un o ffrindiau gorau Lloyd Lewis wrth gwrs. Mae fe lawr ac yma fe'n cyfanogi Lloyd, siwr o fod e fe?
Of course. Na, fi mae lawr yn Cardiff yn my backyard, so ni fel, do you know what? Na dod lawr I support your boy.
Do you watch fe a lot?
Fi ddim, dyma tro gynta, yeah.
Oh, no way. One day, mae fe'n sgori un neu ddau cais, so fe wedi sgori heddi eto. Beth ydyn ni'n gwneud am y perfformiad?
Ti'n gwybod be, mae'r perfformiad I fod yn da, mae Newport yn chwarae really good, mae dau tîm yn smasho fe I fod yn honest. Fi jyst eisiau gweld Lloyd ar y pêl bach mwy, see what he can do oherwydd, ti'n gwybod be mae coes fe'n gallu neud, he's special. Yeah,
a ti wedi byth di wara rugby?
Pan o'n i'n ifanc grand, o'n I bach yn winger, I had a step on me, mate. I had a dangerous step pan o'n i'n ifanc, ond yeah, na, mae just yn, I gweld chwaraewyr fel hyn, no, these boys know what they're doing, so mae'n neis I gallu dod a gweld high quality rugby. Yn Cardiff hefyd, mae'n neis.
Great stuff, diolch yn
Fight your gap when you're happy, we'll go.
Theo, I'm not down with the kids too much. Tell us a little bit about that young man.
Yeah, Dominic nes I actually been Sorry, got it well fit as well. Yeah, I had to go to school with him. He's in my school and he does a bit of rapping with Lloyd Lewis as well. Nice little partnership there, but yeah, really good talented kids.
Too much movement from Blue.
Back to the rugby for me. Another free kick at scrum time.
Too much, yeah, no, I agree now. Way too much movement from Blue.
And having Matt O'Brien on there, you could just see the wind in his hair now. It's still very strong up there.
Lads. Keep going back, lads. And again.
Just need to control the game, play short side, low kicks, contestables, and find grass. That's exactly what Matt O'Brien's done. Happy to just back their kick chase. Josh Thomas, who's scored a try in this game.
Hold on, yeah.
O'Brien fields it. Johan Davis. That's an awkward kick, but well received. Now then, can Cardiff conjure up something? They haven't looked likely since the start of this second half. Cody Stone ships it infield to Sean Moore, club captain here at Cardiff RFC. There's Mark Thomas. Got Cardiff's first try from all of half a yard wild. Does he get it back? No. Elijah Evans knocked back.
Tackle, good.
And ripped as well. Cardiff still have it, but they're under serious pressure. On the back foot, Newport sort of got their tails up a little bit and the lead by 7 points. Ethan Lloyd.
Use it.
Having to work hard and go backwards. He'll go to the air. O'Brien's there. Easy for the replacement. And Johan Davis really has run well from the backfield. Quick hands by O'Brien. Oh, Leandro just gets it, but it was forward. And Newport continuing to play a good style of rugby, Theo.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. You see Cardiff, as soon as they're deep in their territory, they're kicking, but Newport just back their ability, keep running it back.
Just too much movement, yeah, from the
constant
whole,
threats to be
we never got set.
And a great hands in there from Matt, show him how it's done. Good from Ollie as well to try and keep inside, but left with a pass there, a bit forward, tipped on.
Yeah, it just came off. Josh Skinner's left hand took it forward.
Crouch.
A new front row on for Newport. Henry Palmer in the middle of Nathan Evans and Garen Harris. And it's gone down.
Both down blind sides.
Dialogue between Ben Whitehouse and his assistant.
That side went down. Boys, lads, since the subs have come on, we're getting a little bogged down now, okay? We need to go back to where we were in the first half. Come on. Hit and hold your balls in.
Here we go again. You can hear it
Crouch.
on the ref mic. You can hear it and see it even on the shirts of the players.
Set.
And we're feeling it up here Cabango now. And there's a penalty for Cardiff. So the front row changes haven't helped really so far for Newport in that department.
One is engaged,
Now
lost
then.
his bind to the hand. Sorry.
Harry Ward, he's tight to the touchline here, but he'll want to get it as far down as he can. Little end over end kick just inside the 22, I think.
Just on the ball by that.
And in fact, it's just outside the 22.
I don't have it yet.
Little conversation about the call, and it's to the front. Naturally, because of the wind, Alan Rees gets the blue and black shirt in front of him, breaks through, carry from the hooker into the 15-metre channel, just infield, up steps Harris. He skips past one, keeps going, leg drive. De La Rua tries to clear, and it was too slow from the Cardiff support, and Newport were on it like a flash.
Yeah, I've been lucky. I thought Cardiff were trying to build on something, but then again, Newport, I feel like the defence of the whole game has been pretty good. But I think much better than Cardiff, but hopefully now we can see Cardiff trying to keep back in it.
You just see the ball bend there, good view of that, how
number
forces
8. Yeah,
Harris been a good carry there into O'Brien, but you can see it's a replacement prop, Nathan Evans,
sub on.
Dragons
Is that
Academy,
20?
third season,
Okay, bud.
Newport, 22.
Okay, captain in.
So, 6-man lineup, it's lost. Now then, here's a chance. Here is Benji Williams wearing 20, replacement is on.
That's fine, lads. Ripped by blue.
Elijah Evans. Cody Stone, little jinking run, the scrum hacked. Back in field, Ethan Lloyd, Mark Thomas, will he tip it on? Yes. De La Rua, another positive carry, the picker from Benji Williams. De La Rua plays scrum half, nice tip on pass, but Hud couldn't quite take it. Just a little scrappy and a little messy.
Blue, slight knock on.
After that last Newport try, quality has just sort of dropped a little bit, Theo.
Yeah, I think that's just killing the discipline. Yeah, like you said, the quality of passes in the ruck as well. Seeing over, boys not getting, not working hard enough on the floor, I think. And yeah, it's just not helping Cardiff at all.
I think the last 3 scrums, we haven't got the ball in.
We're going to see
We
some
need to get
Cardiff
that ball in.
replacements
I hope so.
in the front row. Mark Thomas and Tom Harper are done. Jared Williams wearing 17, and Joe Cowell is back on after his stint during the yellow card.
Crouch.
So we've got about 16 minutes.
Set.
Cardiff in the right part of town, but
Ball's out.
not with the ball. And Buckland under pressure there, gets it away nicely. Jack Lloyd, lovely jinking run again. He's still going. Newport trying to play their way out against the wind. O'Brien marshalling things. This Skinner, haven't seen too much of the big lock. With ball in hand, O'Brien, the dink through. It just kicks up for De La Rua.
Release him. 7 out.
You see Newport's tactics. They play a couple of phases. They try and hit grass with the kick. And then here comes Jared Williams.
5, no arms.
And
Straight
there's
to ground.
an advantage.
Wrap the arm.
19 is Sean Moore.
No, you're going down with your shoulder like a speed bump. Please don't do it. Thank you.
Very clear from Ben Whitehouse.
No time to
And now
wrap.
a chance again for Harry Wild. You feel, Theo, that he could maybe back himself and go for a little bit further into the 22, just to give his forwards a chance.
Yeah, I think the last kick's a bit tough. He's quite tight to the touchline, but this time I think he's quite wide enough. But I think it looks like he's going for the post, I think. Yeah.
Wow. That might be.
Yeah, but
well, we saw Jack Lloyd in the first half, didn't we, from a similar position on the other side, and it sailed over the sticks, plenty to spare, so the wind is definitely in their favour.
Yeah, I remember watching Harry actually play for Grand Tav and even in academy training, and I got to fair to me, I've got a big boost, so it's definitely within him.
There we go, wind's behind him, 44 miles per hour of it. Gives it a thump, he's got height. Has he got the direction? Oh, it's just to the right of the post. And Johan Davis kicks it into the wind and doesn't get it very far, of course. Worth a shot, Theo?
Yeah, I don't think it was a bad choice, man. I guess some points about a bit more momentum because they're a bit scrappy, a bit disconjointed at the moment. But yeah, I think it wasn't a bad decision, but I guess it was a better position for the kick to touch. But yeah, we'll have to see now.
Benji Williams thrusts in. Oh, he's lost it. I thought it was going to be a good position. And O'Brien picks his head up, tries to avoid Josh Thomas, but the fullback has it. He's looked dangerous. Is that overcooked? Oh, just didn't quite get the bounce that he wanted. And that seems to be the story of the second half so far for Cardiff.
Yeah, they're just going for these little moments, and they're just not going their way at the moment. So I think they've just got to simplify and just play everything a bit more simple. But it wasn't a bad option. Again, the space was there in the backfield. It's just the luck of the bounce.
I think, you know, like I said, with Harry Wales' attempt at the corner, it's worth a go, isn't it? I mean, if you can get that right into the 5-metre channel there, that would be a real opportunity to catch and drive.
That's, I mean, it is a close game, so stuff like that would have been a good opportunity, like a little 50-22, try and get momentum. But yeah, again, just been a bit lucky a couple of moments.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Stay square.
Matt O'Brien is positioning himself right behind the scrum here because he wants to rock left, but the scrum. Oh, and Buckland takes the advantage. Saw a little half gap there. O'Brien needs to clean that out. He does. Roach back in and helps him skin in now with a pick and go. Good stuff from Newport. Buckland back to his feet. O'Brien close to him and brings in Garin Harris, the replacement tight head. Lloyd now. They're playing with 2 10s, Newport. Matt O'Brien on the field and Jack Lloyd. And there they get their reward for some positive play. I don't know if it's close enough into the wind, but at least they've now got some field position
24
and had some possession, because it's been all Cardiff, as scrappy as it is.
Option, captain.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Cardiff have been lucky. Every time they're in Newport's half, they've been a bit lucky and things haven't gone their way. A little discipline or an error. But I think Newport just be a bit more clinical. And we have to see now. I think get some points to the ball, really stretch the lead.
I think he fancies his chances here, Jack Lloyd. He's putting his thumb up.
Yeah, again, I think the ball came away, so we'll keep playing on.
Give me the kick and tee, he said.
For me, it just went up and round.
Yeah, he fancies his chances, and Ty Morris
12 minutes, mate. 12 minutes.
Looks on. Gareth Wyatt puffs his cheeks.
You've got 30 seconds.
This would be, dare I say, a crucial 3 points, because it takes it, away from Cardiff in terms of being able to level, and they would have to score twice. 2 tries, in effect, to get into the lead if Jack Lloyd is successful with this one. So just in front of the 10-metre line in Cardiff's half, Jack Lloyd. Thumps it. He's got the distance, but he hasn't got the accuracy. Well, he had more than enough on it. He turns away, and there's a wry smile on the face of head coach Ty Morris. But all's not lost. They have the field position. They'll get the ball back from the restart.
Yeah, I think it's quite lucky for Cardiff now. They can actually build off this now. Put a nice ball up, get pressure, good chase.
To that man again. Carry from George Young. Athletic young second row, isn't he? Switch play. O'Brien, great pick up. Shea Foster-Smith. Late call up due to the omission of David Richards. O'Brien bringing his forwards. Garin Harris to his fellow prop Nathan Evans. Going through the phases, Newport. And O'Brien's got him humming now. And here's Jack Lloyd as a second receiver. Oh, lovely little hold up. Shea Foster-Smith gets it loose. to Scott Davis. He barges one off into the 22. This is great play from Newport. Oh, and they just lost it.
Fall back, fall back.
Lovely play from Newport against the wind.
2.
And Cardiff in Dodge City. They don't want to be here. That's for sure.
You've trapped him, lads.
Clock is against them. The scoreboard's against them. And right now, Newport are just putting their foot on their throats.
Yeah, every time Newport have the ball, they just look threatening. Both sides of the ball, two sides. And like we said, every opportunity they're taking, always looking dangerous. I think just a little scrappy defensive from Cardiff, done well to stop it. Yeah, like we say, Matt O'Brien pulls out the back, squaring up to the man. I think Good Charles in a bit of will to pain there. And then a good bump off there from 6. Stay strong in the tackle, good offloading, and just good from there from Jason Harris with the rip. Yeah, really good threatening play from Newport.
Reactions of the fans. Yeah, a good sprinkling, as you imagine, from the Newport club. There we go, replacement scrum half. Sean Davis.
Tackle release.
Is on.
No.
There's a decent carry from Cowell. They need something here. Cardiff,
Stop, 9.
Has the wind behind him, puts it up on that wind. Johan Davis, beautiful catch from the fullback. He's been like a rock. And now he looks for a gap. Gets across the gain line. It's there for Buckland.
No.
It's all Newport now. Possession step O'Brien and show and go. Cardiff are well aware of that. We've seen the trademark square up and show and go from O'Brien. Taylor tips it on.
7 off feet.
And it was Kyle Taylor who just went off his feet. A lifeline for Cardiff, Theo Camango.
Yeah, I was about to say it was a great exit kick from Harry Wild, but just a bit of luck he didn't go right off. But unbelievable catch there from Yo in the backfield. But yeah, he has been an exit all night, to be fair to him.
Wild finds touch on the far side. Just look at the assistant referee's flag. And we have 8 minutes. What can Cardiff do? So here we have the tries here from earlier. Lovely flighted ball and a good take from Josh Thomas. This was Newport coming back and really starting to get on top. That man Ackerman, what a try that was. Reese, Cardiff have gone into midfield. Desperate now. Hud leading the charge. Skipper worked tirelessly all evening. It's still going. De La Rua.
No.
Sean Davis waits, wearing 22. Oh, nearly interception coming in there from Matt O'Brien. And they've lost it, Cardiff. Penalty for offside. Now then, they have to go for the corner here, Theo.
Yeah, I think you have to go to the corner. You only converted try away. I'd be like, yeah, good position, 50 men on pitch. Yeah, go corner, build off it.
The arm, sorry.
Yeah, I think that's an area of Harry Wild's game to work on. Just look at the assistant where he is. He's nowhere near the 5 metre. From there, he needs to take his time, execute his skill, and that has to be 5 metres out.
Yeah, I think that does make a massive, huge difference, just for the Moors and the forwards. Just that extra couple of metres.
Dan Fish on his feet now, pensive. It's one.
Stay.
Alan Rees digs it towards the back.
Push back. Yeah, in 5.
Newport just holding him up, holding their binds at the moment. It's a bit of a stalemate. Sean Davis
still moving.
Keeps it into Alan Rees, but look at the black and amber. Davis now gets it out. Harris, the big man, charges through Jack Lloyd. Little pick and go. Is this Cardiff's moment to square the match
back.
And get a bonus point try?
Leave it! Newport, leave it! There we are, it's just Cardiff hands.
Just a metre or two short. De La Rua picks and goes. He has a latch.
Short.
Just
Move
short.
Newport.
Ben Whitehouse kneels down to try and see. Benji Williams wearing 20 picks. He has Cowell with him.
Leave it, 8. Thank you.
Who's the next?
18.
Evan Rees wearing 24. Does he get it down?
Held up penalty.
held up, but the penalty was being given.
Offside.
Back 5 metres for offside.
I think it was 7.
I felt like they were doing Cardiff really well, especially with the penalty. I feel like they had an option just to see how wide, because Newport had a lot of space trying to cover, and good shot was hands up in the air.
Reece taps and goes. Well met. 2 metres out, Cowell, pick and go. Desperate defence from Newport. De La Rua. Too many Newport players there.
Don't lean over.
Hooker Reece is there.
Don't
Sean Davis
over,
wears 22 in the scrum half.
Okay, use it. Ball's there.
Jared Williams now, the prop, 17. Just short.
Leave it.
They're screaming for it on the right-hand side. Plenty of numbers for Cardiff, but it's the forwards that take it on. There's the captain, Hunt. He's short again. Gets it back. Davis. Was he interrupted? Oh, it's gone forward now from a Newport hand, surely.
No. Leave it.
Ben White hasn't seen it.
That stadium clock is running. Use it.
And Newport get away with it. They're in possession. Buckland.
Nine, please.
Well, I thought he'd gone forward from a Newport hand there, Theo.
Yeah, I thought it as well. I think Ben White said it came off a foot though. Better luck in Cardiff there. They're right on Newport, so I think they just need to keep applying the pressure. But again, good scrappy defence for Newport.
It's a long kick from the middle of the field. Jack Lloyd gets good connection and does really well. Yeah, that's a good clearance into the wind.
Yeah, that's a big missed opportunity for Cardiff. You know, they haven't been in Newport's 22 very much. Need to get some points going in.
Let's see this now. The ball's picked up and Matt O'Brien, it's been picked up.
It's just over 3. So that clock is a running clock, lads. Obviously my watch is a stop-start. Just over 3.
That's a good kick from Jack Lloyd. There's a player down. A few players receiving some treatment, in fact.
Yeah, for me, mate, there's a competition there, and when you try to pass it, it's just boots in the
Matt
way
O'Brien
rather than
was
hand
brought
or
on pretty early in the second half, and we said, Theo, that like having an extra coach on the field, how instrumental has he been in the second half?
Yeah, he's been really well. You obviously tell us about a bit of an influence, put the balls out back, little players like that with Sean Davis, little cheeky one, but yeah, when you have a player like that with so much experience, it really is easy. I remember playing with Dan Frisch, like I said, and you think you're always trying to overcomplicate stuff in rugby, and you just got to keep it simple, and I think that's what you can bring to the table as well. Having him and Jack, the dual threat, both sides as well, yeah, it makes a huge difference as well.
Well, set in the game, the player of the match, the star, has been Jack Lloyd, and I don't think many people can argue with that. One for the future. So, Ken Owens, former Wales captain, on Welsh commentary, has picked Jack Lloyd as player of the match. Set in the game.
Use it.
Newport in control now. It's all about them and the clock. Buckland has controlled it well. Stone and Thomas gets the bounce. Could this be the moment? The fullback, he offloads it. Now then, it's all on Sean Davis, the replacement scrum half. Somebody's going to need to play from the base.
Leave it, Newport, thank you.
It's played there by Evan Reece. Benji Williams. Newport have regathered their defence.
No, you're holding him. The
That
guy's
man,
holding him.
Josh Thomas
The
again.
guy is holding
He's
him.
had a fine game at fullback. Davis. Jared Williams is hacked down by his opposite number, Nathan Evans. Here's Sean Moore, and Davis now comes back to Cowell, who ships it out the back. Stone, can he produce something magic, some jinking feet? Good run from the young winger. Wild now then. What can they do? Elijah Evans, well marshalled by Ollie Andrew, and maybe Andrew has ripped it. But Ben Whitehouse
The knee was on the ground. It was a rip.
says his knee was on the ground. The Newport bench are not happy with that one.
Yeah, really unlucky there. I thought he did a pretty good job with the ball, but yeah, you just got to listen to the ref said, but a bit unlucky, but huge for Cardiff now. I really want to get higher in the corner here.
Well, we saw a last-minute drama last night. If you were watching in the West Wales derby in the URC, Ospreys were the last play of the game. Can Cardiff with virtually the last play of the game? They win the ball. It's gone back. Reece goes back in to get it. Cardiff going forward, it's motoring forward now. Newport just managed to stop it. Henry Palmer's in the middle of it, but there's an advantage. Cardiff, what a line coming in.
Short!
It's just short. Davis ships it there. There's the line. Did he get it over? Well, it was the captain, Craig Hutt, who reached out for the line.
Short here, 16 side.
And with no TMO, Ben Whitehouse makes the decision. It was short, but we go back for the penalty. Drama.
Really, it's starting to build up now. I don't thought he had down the line there, but yeah, I think I've been unlucky with no TMO or anything. But Cardiff are looking good. They're looking really good. Aggressive, on front foot.
There he reaches out, and it's just a knee in the way, I think, from Matt
Newport
O'Brien,
on the line.
of all people.
Discipline from the back, lads, please. From the back.
Oh, by the time Alan Rees throws this in, Theo, it will be in the red, the clock. So it is last chance saloon to get a bonus point try, but also a chance to even up the game. Clock is now red. This is it. Can they do it? Everyone piles in, both teams. Newport have repelled the first one. There's the ball, we saw it. Cardiff have it. It's collapsed, and that is the end of the game. The referee, Ben Whitehouse, blows up. Cardiff huffed and puffed towards the end, but it wasn't enough. Quick reaction from you, Theo.
Yeah, I got to give to fair to Newport all night. I think they've been the better team. Just the discipline, and it hasn't been a scrapping. It's been very good, but got to give it to them. Fair play, they deserve the win.
Thank you to Theo Cabango. We look forward to seeing him back in a Cardiff shirt soon. And Newport have come to Cardiff Arms Park and got the win. They started the day in 4th position, and that will take them up the table. And looking good with the game in hand. There's the captain, Ben Roach. Ollie Andrew was excellent on the left wing. But the player of the match, picked by Ken Owens, set in the game, Jack Lloyd, inspirational for the visitors. There's Matt O'Brien, who's influential in the second half. The speed, we didn't see much of Lloyd Lewis in the second half, but he was always a threat. Buckland was great at 9. As for Cardiff, well, disappointment at home. We had a fine game here in Super Rygbi Cymru, but it's the visitors that take the spoils. It's Cardiff 20, Newport 27.
Wel, a dyna be mae'r canlyniad yn golygu'r tabl. Mae Glynebwy felly yn goroesi ar y frig y tabl. Caerdydd yn ail, oedd cyfle gyda nhw i neidiwch ben Glynebwy, ond buddigoliaeth i Gasnewydd. Tro cyntaf gyda'i golli fan hyn mewn 8 gêm. Cofiwch mae Casnewydd wedi chwarae 1 gêm yn llai, felly maen nhw mewn sefyllfa cryf iawn. A os ydych chi wedi mwynhau be chi wedi gweld fan hyn ar barc yr arfer heddiw, mae mwy o Super Rygbi Cymru i ddod dros yr wythnosau nesaf. Ar 8fed yr hygen o Ragfyr, Rygbi Gogledd Cymru yn erbyn Pen y Bont, yn gêm na yn fyw ar dyledu am 5 o'r gloch. A wedyn, yn gêm gyntaf yn y flwyddyn newydd, ar y 4 o Ionawr, Pontypool yn erbyn Quins Caerfyrddin. Reit, gadewch i ni glywed o'r chwaraewyr, Nathan Brew sy'n cael ymateb.
Diolch, Lauren. A mae 2 chwaraewr o'r tîm buddigol di ymuno â fi, Ben Roach a Jack Lloyd. Ben, start with yourself. Obviously, fantastic result. Very physical out there.
Yeah, it was physical. Fair play to Cardiff, and we knew that was coming. They're a good outfit, and they are a physical team, and it's a derby. At the end of the day, you know, it's always got that extra bite in it. But yeah, really happy with the performance and to get the win.
Coming into this game, obviously, this obviously arena is a bit of a fortress at the minute, so it must have been, you know, something that you've spoken about throughout the week in terms of how you come here with a set piece to be spot on and so on.
Yeah, exactly that. We knew everything we had to do was got to be on the money. All of our drill, all of our execution. It wasn't perfect, but we're like character to the boys there right at the end, staying on the line, getting that defensive set in, and yeah, like I said, to get a W here is great.
Well done. Jack, did you see me? So yeah, so the gwynt yn ofnadw, ynddo fe? Fel ych chi'n yn teimlo i mware yn y gêm fel ni?
Oedd yn anodd i fod yn deg, ond Fi'n credu nathon ni'n neud yn fwy anodd na god yn y hanner cyntaf. Ond credit i'r boys da'r amddiffyn, oedd e'n anhygoel oedd yn diwedd fan'na. Credu na lle wnaethon ni ennill y gêm. Yeah.
So hapus o'na gêm arall wrthos nesaf yn erbyn Cardiff unwaith eto. Beth bydd y meddylfryd yn mynd mewn i'r gêm ni?
Wel, nathon ni dweud cyn y gêm, mae yna cyfle i mynd o flaen nhw ar y tabl. So, gallwn ni cymryd 12 pwynt o'r 2 gêm yma. So, ennill heddi a gobeithio'r un peth wrthos nesaf. Bydd ni'n cyntaf ar y bwrdd, so gobeithio yr un peth wrthos nesaf, really. Yeah.
Great stuff. Llongychiadau.
Mae'n edrych yn gwmws fel i frawd, yn dyw e? Jack Lloyd, chwarae teg, frawd Iwan Lloyd sy'n chwarae'r Scarlett. Ond clywed i Gasnewydd, yn aml ni'n siarad am ei sgiliau ymosodol y ffordd mae Matt O'Brien yn datgloi amddiffyn. Ond heno, yn adegau ola'r gêm, oedd ei amddiffyn nhw, Ken, yn arwrol.
Na, wnaethon nhw tyfu fel ath y gêm ymlaen, ond yn wedig yn yr ail hanel na, wnaethon nhw dechrau ymosod yn amddiffynol a mynd ar ôl Caerdydd a dangos eitha lot o cymeriad reit ar y diwedd fyny gyda Caerdydd yn pwyso ar y llinell. A fi credu oedd Matt O'Brien yn canol y sgarmes symudol na i troi'r bêl drosto hefyd.
Matt O'Brien yn dangos ei profiad, ond gath Caerdydd eu cyfleoedd, Theo. Gallen nhw wedi gwneud lot yn fwy fan hyn?
Trwy'r gêm i gyd nhw bach yn scrappy, yn credu. Pan wnaeth Newport yn 22 Cardydd, nhw wastad yn cymryd pwynt i ffwrdd. Cardydd bach yn unlucky yn credu. Falle TMO, falle gallu gweld cwpl o bethau, ond yn credu Casnewydd ys y tîm gwell.
Ken?
Na, fi'n credu, os chi'n edrych dros yr 80 munud, fi'n credu nath Caerdydd reoli'r hanner cyntaf lot well, a nath Casnewydd reoli'r ail hanner yn dda iawn gyda'r gwynt. Ond, fi'n credu Casnewydd yn heiddi'r fuddigoliaeth yn y diwedd, cymryd y pwyntiau pan maen nhw arno, a dangos eu cymeriad yn amddiffynol yn y diwedd.
Ty Morris, huge congratulations, 4th win on the bounce. Look, Swansea pushed you close last week. This week it came down to the final play, but a win's a win. How delighted are you?
Oh, I'm buzzing, yeah. It's a close game, and I think, in all fairness, the conditions I thought was going to disrupt it, but both teams played some fantastic rugby. But I said before the game, it's a derby game, and it means a lot to us to come away with a W today.
Yeah, a word on how you managed the conditions, because we actually thought a 4-point deficit at the half, Cardiff would have been quite happy with that.
Yeah, we spoke around at half-time. I didn't think we kicked very well, if I'm honest. But although they had the wind, it's very swirly, and we found that we was kicking it. It was just ending up in the middle of the field, not where we wanted to kick the ball.
Those restarts in particular, right?
They were very, very difficult. But on the flip then, we knew that Cardiff were going to do the same. So we spoke a lot around our kick chase, making sure that we had real good connections in that. I'm just being a little bit more braver with the ball, particularly against the wind. And I thought we played some good rugby, which opened up, kicking to the edges a little bit more second half.
No, a lot of the youngsters stood up today. Jack Lloyd, man of the match. But some of the senior players really stood up and got some big moments at the end there.
Yeah, Ben Roach, Josh Skinner, some of those senior guys just physically putting the effort in. We speak a lot around family and unity at Newport, and I think during the defensive sets, that's where you can really see it, and I think they showed a really good togetherness at the end there to hold Cardiff out.
Yeah. Does it really help having the youngsters like Harry coming in through and Jack, like Ken was saying, stepped in today? Does it add a little bit extra confidence for the side?
Yeah, of course. These guys that, they're saying they're young lads, but they're top-end players. They're coming in and making us better for it, and exactly what the SRC is about is giving them opportunity, but they're making us better. Harry Ackerman today, he's coming back from a long-term injury. He's dangerous on the ball. Holly Andrews, all those guys that are stepping down, they're very good players, and hopefully we'll see them in, cutting it up at the regional level soon.
No, yeah, definitely.
Ty, huge congratulations. Enjoy your Christmas. I'll take that mic off
Merry
you.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you,
Merry
and
Christmas.
let you go and rejoin your team. A nôl â ni nawr I Nathan.
Diolch, Lauren. Mae Craig Cadgar. Craig, disappointing result, but you can tell me, but very spirited display from the boys towards the end to try and obviously win the game.
Yeah, we showed a lot of fight, I think, towards the end to try and get back into that game, but we had key moments in the second half, and I just don't think we were clinical enough in certain situations. That was a big message for us now going over to their park next week. Just try and tidy up in them key points, and hopefully we get a better result then.
Yeah, so 2 obviously games in quick succession, losses, unfortunately. How do you pick yourselves up as a squad?
I think it's a lot of it's our own doing, so there's a lot of points where we can work on, where we can tidy up in order to not give teams them chances. I think if we're a little bit sharper in certain situations, then we might come on the better side of the result then.
So thanks, Craig. I'll grab Dan. Come on, Jim. Dan, obviously disappointed with the result. Showed again some great spirit, some great opportunities to score there, but perhaps not clinical enough at the end.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head, like you said. We had plenty of opportunity to win that game, and to fair play to Newport, they had 2 chances in the 22 pretty much and scored 2 tries. Obviously it's disappointing for us, but we've got a lot of young boys in our squad. So as long as they pick up their learnings from today, brush it off, come into training this week now, and then we obviously go again next weekend.
Yeah, and I guess how do you go about changing your game plan ready for next week?
Well, obviously next week, obviously we're going from a big arms pack, to that small pitch in Newport. So obviously we're going to have to adapt our game. But I think it just comes down to just bringing our physicality. Playing Cardiff, Newport, they're massive games, massive occasions. So it's just about getting our being fresh enough now this week to prepare best for Saturday. And I think, just like we said, a little bit of fine detail which we need tuning up ready for next weekend.
Yeah, and then obviously you've got a few training sessions leading into the Boxing Day derby.
Yeah, like you said, it's like obviously we don't want to, the boys will be battered after today, that's a big physical game for them, so it's not so much about the physical element of training. It's just like you said, the areas in the 22 where we probably got a little bit impatient and, tried to score that try win 1 or 2 phases too early instead of putting our foot on it. But, like I said, that's all part of the learning, and as long as the boys are picking up them learnings, we're happy as a coaching staff.
Do the conditions play into, Newport's hands perhaps tonight?
Oh, to be honest, I think both teams, like to play rugby. If the wind wasn't as bad as it, I think we would have seen like a free-flowing game both sides. Obviously, we had to adapt a little bit to the wind, and I'm sure Newport did as well. So the wind's never an excuse for us. Like you said, they were just more clinical than us on the night.
Great stuff. Unlucky. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you.
Diolch.
Felly Dan fanna yn gweud diffyg am ynedd ar ddiwedd yr ail hanner, ond nhw ddechreuodd yr ail hanner ar Dan. Cais Josh Thomas, Theo, ac ydy ddim mynd ar y blaen gweitha'r ffaith oedd dyn yn llaid nhw ar hyn o bryd.
Yeah, dwi'n credu Josh Thomas really dda heno, that's really impressive fi. Ond chwarae teg I Harry Wild hefyd. Mae'n dod o bil reit i'r llinell, rhoi bach o pump mewn, a wedyn pas o'r top I Josh. A chwarae teg, catch really dda gael e. Yeah, dwi'n credu Harry Wild hefyd yn chwarae dda heddiw.
Fi'n credu ddangen gweld mwy o hwn o Cardiff tua diwedd y gêm. Yr olwyr yn sefyll lan a symud y bel, eithon nhw bach, un mas, un blaenwr yn cario, a colli momentum a rafu'r gêm lawr.
Ie, be oedd dyfandu ar hwnna? Achos ni'n clywed Dan fanna'n gweud falle bod angen newid ambell I beth yn dactegol cym y gêm nesaf. Geithon nhw I tactegau yn gywir heno?
Yeah, wel, nath cyndwyd, al cyntaf, meddwl, naeth y Cardiff wneud job dda, achos un pwyd yn trin Cyrru. O'n eitha agos, a wedyn just al hanner nhw bach yn scrappy, trio fforsio cwpl o pethau, well, yeah, just build them up momentum, a wedyn oedd Harry Wild yn neud job dda, especially ar y sgellir hefyd. So yeah, just fel cyndu eto, yeah, just cwpl mwy o hwnna, chances yn y cornel. Oedd o penalty advantage hefyd ar ôl môl, so falle gallwn ni chance I roi bil mas, ond yeah, yn Cyrru just colli mas yno.
Thomas yn sgorio, wedyn Cardydd yn cael trafferth gyda'r ail ddechrau ac yn rhoi y cyfle yma I gas newydd. Harry Ackerman yn dangos ei bwer fel canolor.
Na, fi'n credu wirni gyda cys newydd yn y hanner cynta yn strygo hwnna. Ond, cadw'r pwysau ar Cardydd, cael y kick-off, mewn I bel mas I Ackerman, dangos ei pwer, dangos ei cryfder, bydde Jason Harris yn siomedig fyny, dilyn wedi gorffen y dacl. Ond, Harry Ackerman dod nôl a dangos ei cryfderau.
Gymaint o gynolwyr gyda potensial nawr yng Nghymru yn dos. Mae Ackerman yn un ohonyn nhw, ond mae digon o gystadleuaeth yma.
Na, ni'n gweld dyfnder yn y canolwyr reit yn pob rambar. Sydd yn gret I rygbi yng Nghymru. Byddai'n dibynnu ar y ffordd mae Warren Gatlin ar y ffordd fy'n moyn chwarae yn ystod y 6 gwlad. Ond fi'n siŵr erbyn diwedd y tymor, falle taith a hai Siapan, bydde Harry Ackerman, os mae'n symud lan i'r dreigiau, dangos beth mae'n gallu wneud, bydde ddim yn bell off.
Ie, Ackerman a Andrew wedi syrenu hyn, o fydda nhw yn digon hapus yn amlwg yn chwarae yn Super Rygbi Cymru, ond hefyd yn ysu I gael I cyfleon ar lefel rhanbarthol. Fel chi'n tymlo, fel chwaraewr, pan chi'n trial cydbwyso'r ddau gyngrair?
Wel, ni'n gallu neud e, ni'n gweld nhw ban Cymru dan Ugain. Ni'n gallu chwarae at lefel hwnna, a os ni'n cael y chances, wel, ni'n gallu, dyna be ni'n gallu neud, a mae Harry, wel, mae pob a Oli hefyd, ni'n really impressive Oli. Mae nhw'n pobl peryglus, so chi eisiau cael nhw ar y pêl, yn neud be ni'n gallu, so bys ni'n hoffi'n gweld ni'n chwarae fwy, Especially efo Dreiger hefyd. Mae'n lucky cael nhw.
Fi'n credu mae'n bwysig. Os mae chwaraewyr yn symud lawr i chwarae ar y lefel yma, maen nhw'n gweld e fel cyfle i dangos beth maen nhw'n gallu wneud, i syrenu, a os maen nhw'n syrenu, maen nhw'n cael cyfle ar y lefel rhanbarthol. A fi'n credu mae rhaid nhw dod lawr fan hyn, gyda'r meddylfryd, fi'n mynd i chwarae dda, fi'n mynd i syrenu, a fi'n moyn y cyfle yna.
A un arall oedd wedi syrenu, ac oedd yn edrych yn fygythiol iawn. Lloyd, syr yn y gêm, oedd e'n penderfyniad anodd?
Na, oedd lot o chwaraewyr i sefyll lan. Chwbod, allan ni wedi enwi Harry Wild o Gaerdydd hefyd, fi'n credu oedd e dda heddi. Ond fi'n credu, yn ewedig yn y hanner cyntaf, oedd Jack wedi reoli'r gêm yn dda, wedi cymryd cyfleuon, a wedi fel oedd y gêm yn dechrau agor lan. Yn ni'n gweld y gêm pasio fe, beth oedd e'n gallu wneud ar y bel. Yn amddiffynol ni'n gweld, nath e'n gwneud lot o gwaith dda hefyd. A nath e'n cicio dda hefyd, cymryd y pwyntiau, a nath popeth dda digwydd i Gaerdydd trwyddo fe heno.
Ie, ni'n cael cwmni Nathan Brew nawr. Nathan, dargraffiadau di o Casnewydd yn ymosodol heno. Ar gyfer Talet, Caerdydd yn ildio 10 pwynt eleni. Casnewydd di sgorio 27 heno.
Yn sicr, mae'n rhaid camol nhw. Edrych ar y modau, oedd yn gwyntog, chi'n gweld bod gwallt mi dros y lle gyd. Ond na, oedd nhw'n bendigedig. Yn wastad maen nhw wastad yn bygythiol iawn. Pob tro mae'r bel yn ei ddwylo nhw, mae'r awydd i wario gêm eang yma. A smots beth mae'r modau fel, maen nhw moyn just taflu bel o gwmpas. A fel sy'n ei heno, lefel falle uwch o awch i wario fel na hefyd wrth nhw.
Ni'n dueddol o feddwl fod y gwynt yn rhoi mantes clir i un tîm yn dyn ni yn ystod un hanner, ond falle bod e jyst yn heriol i'r ddau ar y degau. Di heno di dangos ni?
Na, ddi yn heriol, ond fi'n credu y tîm oedd yn chwarae mewn i'r gwynt yn y ddau hanner, nath reoli'r gêm yn well, chi'n gwybod? Ond gath Casnewydd y pwynt yna yn y hanner cynta, ond dath y dau tîm yma i bod yn positif, ceisio chwarae yn amodau gwael, ond wnaethon ni gweld gêm dda heno.
Right, wel dyma beth sydd i ddod ar S4C dros cyfnod doleg i chi. Digon i'ch atloni chi, felly sy'n eisiau symud o'r soffa. Caernarfon yn erbyn y Seintiau Newydd, gol San Steffan, a wedyn y Dreigiau yn erbyn Caerdydd. Y gêm yna yn dilyn y pêl-droed a'r ddarllediad felly o gêm y Scarlet yn erbyn y Dreigiau. Right, felly dyna ni. Diolch yn fawr, gobeithio gweld ti nôl yn chwarae yn y flwyddyn newydd, ond bach fwy amser gyda ti cyn hynny. Beth yw'r cynlluniau dros dolyg?
Trio ymlacio. Mae trio peidio hefyd, ond gawn ni weld.
Dwi'n meddwl bod ti di heiddi cael diod neu dda.
Ie, jyst ymlacio, bach rehab redeg a jyst trio dod nôl yn ffit a jyst ymlaenhau'r dolyg, ie.
Ie, Nathan?
Just bitter.
Hwna'n ateb da. Hwna'n ateb da. A Ken fi a ti yn mynd nôl i'r gorllewin hynna. Falle gyrraeddwn ni na bach yn gynt na'r tisgol gyda'r gwynt ma. Ond bach o amser off cyn Iona'r prysur.
Ie, mae fe. Wel, y Nadolig cyntaf wedi cael off yn bron i 12 mlynedd. So, ar ôl ymddeuol, so mynd i edrych mlaen amser gyda'r teulu a gweld beth sydd dod yn y flwyddyn newydd.
Ie, right. Dyna ni, Nathan, Theo, Ken, diolch yn fawr am eich amser chi. Gobeithio gewch chi gyd siwrne saff nôl. Ond dyna ni, Caerdydd wedi colli am y tro cynta mewn 9 gêm yma ar barc yr arfer. A tra bod ni gyd yn edrych mlaen i orffwys dros gyfnod dolyg, wel mae gemau mwyaf tymor yn dod lan i rai o'r chwaraewyr yma.
Evan Jones a'i dod at y gathyn, Asger Tweed, Jones efo gornel! Am gais!
Hyfryd Matthews eto ar y bel, dyma fo'n mynd yn croesi! Hon yn adlamu neis, Rodri Davies sy'n sgorio un arall!